Hey everyone, welcome to the Hobby Collab. I'm Brett. I'm joined today by Brad, and in the producer's chair, John. Welcome everyone. Say hello to John. John, say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
John is here because we are doing a Maelstrom Mixer narrative prologue game. John is one of the other event runners along with myself. Brad is participating in the event, so we're not going to give too many spoilers to Brad, but he's gladly helping us introduce all of you to the Exploitation of Dolmir VI, which is one of the war zones at Maelstrom Mixer, which is a narrative Warhammer 40k event that's coming up 1 week from yesterday, in 1 week's time. Let's introduce all of you to the event a little bit here. So what we're going to be doing is we have a special narrative mission that the writer of this mission has given to us in these top secret dossiers. We each have one. The mission briefing that we've received is slightly different for each of us. So in a second here, I'm going to ask Brad to take a step out, and so that I can introduce all of you in the audience to the mission that I'm going to be playing. Then Brad will come back and he'll do the same. But just real quick, we've got Death Guard Chaos versus the Tau Empire. A brief introduction to the war zone. So the Tau and Votan have established a colony on this planet. The Votan have established a new hold on this planet, and Chaos is invading the system. And so from a high level, the conflict sort of pits the Tau and Votan against a Chaos invasion. Without kind of spoiling the plot too much, that's kind of where we're at. This is early days. And the Chaos Warlord has launched, has started dropping some troops onto the planet, and the Tau are kind of trying to scramble, and the Votan are scrambling to kind of muster their defenses, figure out why they're under attack, and what they can do to maybe try to stop it. So Brad, I've done a lot of talking. I'm going to do a little bit more talking. I'm going to ask you to step out to the other room, and I'm going to have some one-on-one time with the audience. The mission we're playing today is called Relay Station, and the document that I've got here has a number of objectives on the table. So John, would you mind going to a top-down real quick? Yeah, this is fine. This is good. So there's 4 objectives on this board. Can you go to the top-down real quick? So I've got a power cell here that I'm trying to activate first, which will power up these 2 relay communications relays. So there's one here and then one over here. And these 2 relay stations are how I'm going to get a message off-world that we're under attack. So the Chaos Forces have implemented a number of jamming beacons and have sort of blanketed the warp with disruption. And so we can't really get a communication signal off-world unless we can activate this super powerful communications relay network. So I've got these 2 relay stations that I need to do. So first I need to activate the power cell with an action. Then I need to upload my message to these 2 relay stations. And then finally I have to do an action on the control console here to actually send the message. So there's sort of 4 objective locations that I need to do actions on, and they have to be done in a certain order. Power station first, then relay stations, and then control console. There are certain restrictions on which units can do these actions. So I have to have infantry units, and when I'm doing the action on the relay stations, if I have a Cadre Fireblade, it completes faster. And that's all. That's it. That's all I know. I know there's some Chaos dudes here who are probably going to try to stop me, but I don't know why they're here. So I'm going to go and call Brad back in, and he will tell you what he is trying to do in this game. So I will step out now.
Oh, hey everyone. Is my mic on? It is. Okay. So I am the Flyblown Host detachment. We'll get into the list in a bit, but my warband is the Sons of the Bloatfly, and we've been assigned by our overlord to come to this planet. We really were, as a Death Guard, we're trying to corrupt the technology here. The mission is that I've got units that are carrying a virus that we're trying to implant into the communications network that we've seen. So it's actually pretty straightforward. So each infantry unit can do this action. There's an action they have to do on the 4 objectives here. All the objectives are treated the same. And each unit can do the action once, unless they're battle line, in which they can do it twice. Starts in the shooting phase, ends at the end of the next command phase. And if successful, then I have injected 1 virus. And I'm just looking to do this as many times as I can. And the more times I do it, the greater the chance of victory is. So it's a really simple and straightforward objective from Chaos's standpoint. We're just trying to swarm the board, the center of the board, and corrupt as much as we can. So let's see if we can get Brett back in here.
Okay. Exciting. So you guys heard what Brad is trying to do. I don't know what Brad's trying to do. You guys heard what I'm trying to do. Brad doesn't know what I'm trying to do. I don't really know what
you're trying to do.
But we're here in the same place at the same time, and we don't like each other. So we're probably going to fight. But maybe not. Maybe we'll just shake hands and have a picnic. Regardless, this is a game with dice, and it has a first turn. So the mission does say that Chaos as the attacker goes first. So we know that you are going first.
Yes.
And you have some pregame moves.
Yes, I do.
Which means you will do those, right? Because you're, why don't we talk about armies real quick?
Let's talk about the armies. So I'll start with mine.
You go to a top-down, John?
Yeah. So like I said, I'm running the Flyblown Host. This is the Grotmus detachment from around Christmas time. Heads up, we know that the new codexes have been previewed. We don't have access to those rules. And then also, most importantly, those rules won't be legal for the event because the book won't be out in time for next weekend. So we're just going to run the index rules as they are. It's one of the reasons why I picked the Grotmus detachment, because that's not going to change. So I am the Flyblown Host. It's also perfectly narrative for this army and our mission. All my infantry units have Scouts 5-inch, and all my infantry units have Stealth. So just a nice, straightforward rule there. We still have the army rule for the contagions, but in the index version of this, that's only going to be -1 toughness. I don't get to pick an extra disease. I've got my warlord here, who is Squirmspawn the Unhatched. These guys are all afflicted by a curse or a disease that their flesh is being eaten from inside out by maggots. So the further they are in this blessing, their bodies just become completely transformed into sacks of flesh inhabited by maggots.
I love it.
And he is the first to get this affliction.
Absolutely disgusting.
So he is leading a unit of 6 of the Death Shroud Terminators.
Okay.
I've got another unit of 6 Death Shroud Terminators over on this side, being led by a Lord of Virulence. They each have an enhancement. The names are escaping, and I'll get to that in a second. We have 2 units of Plague Marines. These are kitted out full melee. They're just little 5-man units, but they've got the double heavy plague weapons and the bubotic weapons. I've got another unit of Terminators. This is Blightlord Terminators, 5 of them, without a leader. And then we have in the center here, we have 10 more Plague Marines. This is kitted out full shooting. So we got 2 plasma guns, 2 blight launchers, and they're being led by both a Tallyman and a Biologist Putrefier.
Okay.
So they'll be doing all their weapons, even the plasma guns, will be critting on 5s to hit.
Exciting.
I'll be generating CP with the Tallyman, and I also get +1 to hit because this is the index version. And then lastly, I've got 2 Mephitic Blight Haulers, 2 separate units. And then I've also got 1 fetid bullet drone who is
a lawnmower.
He's got the lawnmower.
He's here to
mow some flesh. He heard there was some flesh that needed to be mowed.
There's a lot of flesh here.
Yeah, he's going to earn some lunch money
now,
by mowing the flesh.
Yeah. Brad, so I've played against Death Guard a lot in previous editions, not yet in 10th. In past editions, they had a Feel No Pain that sort of represented their extra durability. In other editions, they've just had extra toughness or been -1 to wound. What's their extra durability thing?
Mainly just that they have more toughness now.
More toughness. Okay.
And so again, that's another thing that changed in the new book. But they'll be the Plague Marines are toughness 5, the Terminators are toughness 6.
Okay, gotcha.
And that's the key takeaway.
Cool.
Yep.
Love it. I am bringing the Kroot Hunting Pack detachment. I've got sort of as my core, I really like the Krutox bodies. So I've got 2 units of 3 Rampagers. I've got those on the flanks here. And then 2 units of Krutox Riders. Accompanying the Krutox Riders with guns is a Greater Narlock. He's got the baggage harness. And so this gives Krut shooting units sustained hits with their shooting attacks. I think the idea is that he's got so many like bullets like strapped onto him. He's carrying bags and bags of ammunition that nearby units get sustained hits in shooting. He's a legend unit. Legend units are allowed at Maelstrom Mixer, which is awesome.
Indeed.
So he's a fun thing. Let's see, what else do I have? I've got 2 units of Krut Carnivores, a big unit of 20 and a unit of 10. The unit of 10 has the Warshaper attached, who's got the precision dart bow and tri-blade. He's Xena Warrior Princess throwing bladed hurricane frisbees at you. He has precision and anti-infantry 3+, and devastating wounds on his shooting attacks. So he's potentially going to snipe out some infantry characters. The big unit of 20 Carnivores has a Flesh Shaper and the Legends Ethereal Anshi attached. I only realized just before this game that Anshi takes away their scout move and their stealth ability. He doesn't have those things. He's legally allowed to join Carnivores, but they lose a lot when he joins them. So I was tempted to kind of shift things around the last minute, but I decided not to do that. We're just going to play with him. But going forward, I will stop cheating because I've been playing him with Scout and Infiltrate for the last, I don't know, year or so. I've got a Lone Spear who is kind of the key to the hunting pack. He gives, when he shoots something in the shooting phase, if he hits, he doesn't have to wound or do damage. But if he hits, then everything with the Krut keyword rerolls failed hit rolls for in the shooting phase and melee phase, in the fight phase, against that target for the remainder of the turn. I've got a couple Tau units as well. I've got a unit of Breachers with a Cadre Fireblade over here on the one flank. I've got a unit of Pathfinders here in the center. They're going to be doing some marker lighting. I've got a Skyray in the backfield for a little bit of anti-armor support. And then I've got a Fire Knife unit of Crisis Suits with all missile pods and an attached Cold Start Commander for some extra mobility. Between the Krutox and the Fire Knives with missile pods, I've got a lot of Strength 7 AP1 2 damage in the army, so that's kind of like my main profile that I'm going to be attacking you with, Brad. And then yeah, a few bolters here and there, and the Skyray.
Yeah,
So,
I think it's also interesting to point out, one of the things that's unique about this event is you know your mission ahead of time before you build your lists. And
Yeah.
so in both cases, we actually knew what we were trying to accomplish and picked something that was both thematic and also most likely to achieve success.
yeah, which is cool because in real war, you don't send a take all comers force to go accomplish a specific objective. You're like, oh, I need to blow up this building. I should send some guys with bombs.
Yes.
That might be
So
smart.
yeah, so you've collected the sneaky auxiliaries to come in
Yeah.
under the cover of danger. And
Yes. And do something that,
do something,
that
yeah.
you will probably find out. As we,
I know you're here for something.
for some purpose. Yeah. Cool. Thank you, Polychrome, for the gifted memberships. That's amazing. Really appreciate it. I saw the flashing lights go off again earlier. I don't know, John.
I think that was Soups.
Soup.
Super
sorry.
Edie
Awesome.
gave us a
Thank you, Soups.
super chat.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. We, like I said, we know who's going first, and it is you, Brad. And you, we both have a lot of scout moves. So why don't we go ahead and start in with the scout moves?
Yes. So
The pre-game, we're going to move. Both of us are going to move our entire
we set them all
armies.
up so that we can set them all up again.
Yeah. Second deployment phase.
Second? Does he know about second deployment?
Super Edie says, "Hi guys, the board looks amazing. Sorry, Brad, but I've butted heads against Death Guard too often not to be rooting for Tau here." Soups, I saw you disparaging Breachers earlier. I did bring one unit of Breachers for reasons that I'm not going to say out loud because it reveals some of my objectives. But yeah, they're hopefully going to be doing some work today against Death Guard.
Yeah, I faced, Brett and I were both in the LVO narrative
Yes,
back in
yeah.
January, and we played the final round against each other.
Against each other,
And
yeah.
I faced some significant portion of this list. It's only a 1,000-point event, the LVO, narrative. But so I got a taste of the Kroot detachment and what they can do. And for those that don't know, Brett used it to earn his way to Best General for the
General,
event.
yeah, in a narrative event.
In a narrative event.
We were, I'm still conflicted about whether that's actually a compliment. But yeah, you were playing Imperium then. I
was playing Blood Angels.
Blood Angels.
But I learned to respect. Yeah.
It turns out Strength 6 AP 1/2 damage is a great profile for killing Marines.
Who knew?
Yeah. It's and it can be a little surprising when you're like, oh, they're just a bunch of feral savages with black powder musket rifles, and then you stack a million buffs on them, and they're like, making you roll 17 saves on a 4-up.
Well, and the thing is, before we got started, you even warned me about some of the, because we live in a kind of a no gotchas environment, and I knew, like, these guys are going to be a distraction. Don't fall for it. These guys are the real meat of the list.
Try to bait you here.
And I took that bait so enthusiastically.
I mean, it's still required that I roll like a 7 or 8 inch charge or something like that. But yeah, it was a whole unit of bikes led by a chaplain, like 6 outriders plus a chaplain.
Yeah, and they just waltzed right into some right heavy guns.
The trap, yeah.
And they were that was an X-bike unit.
Yeah, that was LVO narrative was a fun weekend. Are you planning to go to LVO Part 2?
The timing is
Electric Boogaloo?
Yeah, the timing is awkward.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I haven't made up my mind yet. The event is awesome.
Yeah,
I would love to do the event again.
Yeah. John, what about you? You went to LVO narrative this in January as well. Are you thinking you might go a second time?
It's the hotel not being in the same place is really a sticking point for me.
Yeah.
Like being able to just roll out of your hotel room, just go straight down is like the whole point.
It's so nice.
Practically in your pajamas.
Yeah.
You can't really do it in your pajamas, but it feels like it. So there's my scout moves.
All right, you did some scout moves. Yep. Cool. I'm going to do some scout moves also. Do you have any assault guns?
That's a good question. What are my guns these days? Plague Marines have some assault guns. I'm pretty sure Blight Launchers are assault, or at least they used to be. No, everything is rapid fire. I do. Oh no, there was an enhancement that I didn't take. I think there was an enhancement to grant the unit assault, and I did not take that. To catch up on the list, the 2 enhancements that I have, one on my Warlord.
Oh, these guys don't have scout because they're joined by Anshi.
They're joined by the monk. My Warlord will regain all of his wounds, I believe, at the end of the turn.
What?
Wow.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Here, let me read it. I don't want to.
And how many?
Unless I
wounds is
blah blah
that?
blah. Death Guard infantry model only. At the end of each phase, the bear regains all of his lost wounds.
Oh my gosh.
That is the rejuvenating
each
swarm because he
phase.
is the host of the swarm spawn, the squirm spawn
Wow.
blight.
That's
And how many wounds is he?
quite good.
I believe 7 Lord of Contagion.
Wow, that's so good.
And he's already pretty beefcake. 6 wounds. And then my other leader.
Sorry, and he is. What's his toughness and save profile?
Toughness 6, 2-up save because he's in
Oh
Cataphracty.
my gosh. This is, wow, that's amazing. I love that.
And then the Lord of Virulence has the Insectile Murmurations, which gives him, the unit he's leading gets reroll wound rolls of 1 when they're attacking a unit in engagement range, or in contagion range. So it affects shooting as well, but of course, when my contagion is very short range, it's not going to affect shooting very much.
Yeah.
He is in a unit of Death Shroud Terminators, which are not known for their shooting, but they each do have a little plague spewer, or plague something gross. It's the plague, it's the squelcher.
This is also my first time
They're
using
flamers. They have plague flamers.
Pathfinders.
Yeah.
I realized that as we were getting set up today, I was like, I'm using so many different new units that I've never used before. Scouts or Pathfinders do have scouts. Okay, cool. All
Plague
right, so
Spurt Gauntlet is the
you have a flamer, yeah.
Yeah, they have
putrid
flamers,
flamery
basically.
thing.
anti-infantry 4+.
Sorry, who is that? Which unit is this?
Both the Death Shroud
Death Shrouds.
units,
Okay.
and they're being led by this guy that has that.
I do have some infantry. Okay, cool. We
Okay.
pregame moved. Let's game move.
All right.
Turn 1.
Turn 1, Death Guard.
Turn 1 Death Guard. Take it
All right.
away, Brad.
Command phase. We'll get command points.
Yeah.
And I don't think I have anything else I need to do in my command phase. So we might just get started with movement.
Yeah, this is, I actually kind of, like I said, I've not played against Death Guard yet in 10th, so I kind of don't know what to expect. I've played a number of games with the Crude Hunting Pack, and so I generally know like what my army can do, but I'm not, like I have no idea what to be afraid of in your list.
I know, I don't really know what my game plan is going to be here
Yeah.
other than my objectives.
Right.
Because I don't really know what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I assume it has something to do with the middle. So given that I have the scout move, and I'm protected a little bit by stealth,
Oh, right.
I think
stealth.
I'm going to just start hustling up. So these guys have all melee weapons, so they're going to go ahead and run. Or advance, as we say. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Actions you need to be. What is the?
Good night, Polychrome.
Let me check.
We'll see you
Let
later.
me check a thing. I think it's 3 inches, right?
What's that? Oh, for the
3 inches. 3
action?
inches for stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
for the action.
For important stuff. Yeah.
Oh, for important stuff that I'm not allowed to know about.
Yes. So they're just going to walk up.
The core rules say you can't do actions after running anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not running. I'm going to see if they can get her done. And then these boys back here are going to run. This is, or advance. This is the Blightwood Terminator unit, or the Death Shroud Terminator unit. And that is going to be 9 inches.
Very nice, very nice. How long have you had this army, Brad?
This I've been collecting. So I restarted my Warhammer journey with 8th edition 40k, as many people did. And that was with the Dark Imperium box.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, I'm going to play AdMech. And I did start collecting an AdMech army, but then I was like, I want to get the core box. So I ended up with a Space Marine army and a Death Guard army.
Yeah.
And this is a story I'm sure is familiar to many people. And so I've just been slowly collecting it over then. I painted some of the core, and then I've had some other folks help out with the painting too. So it's a thing that's been just kind of growing over the last several years.
Over the last 6-7 years.
Yeah.
When was 8th? That was like
That was 2017.
17?
Yeah.
Also got back into 40k around then.
These boys.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want to switch places to come around and move these guys?
I'll move a little bit more here.
Okay,
I'll move
sure.
these guys in the center too.
Sure.
Blight Haulers go 8 or something.
It's been interesting switching back and forth between AOS
10.
and 40k because I find myself at the end of every phase asking my opponent, would you like to spend a CP to redeploy or to reactive shoot or to cast a magic spell? It's like, oh no, that's not a thing you can do in this game.
There's a few things, a few commands in
then-
Sigmar that would be game changing in
Right.
40k, like countercharge.
Yeah. And then countercharge as it exists, it exists in both games, right? There's a heroic intervention, they call it in 40k. It's only 1 CP, but you have to be within 6 to do it. And the
Yeah.
other person has to have charge.
Yeah,
You can't
I think that's the main gate that
can't
keeps
just
people. People kind of
heroically
just forget it
intervene.
exists because those conditions have
Right.
to be true. What am I gonna do with these boys? Because I know you can. I know you can poof with some lone op, right?
Yeah, I've got a 18-inch lone op strat that I can use.
And is that any crew unit?
Any crit unit.
Okay, that's going to be important. In fact, I might have to make it important in multiple places, just so I can get something done. So,
Oh, what's the range on the meltaguns then?
20. Oh no, melta guns are 18. You're right.
18.
But the missile launcher is
Missile launcher, gotcha.
36, I think.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and. You don't have well, you do have some firepower. You've got Marine killing firepower.
I've got
You're like,
really
what are these?
big cannon guns.
What are these just Ewoks? They've got guns.
They've got
but, you know.
guns, yeah.
No.
And the hunting pack rule is interesting. It's like everything with the crew keyword gets +1 to hit against targets that are below starting strength, and additionally +1 to wound against targets that are below half strength. So a core stat line that His BS4, strength 6, 7 gets like really nasty once you start getting units that are whittled down a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. We got to have a
Trees,
tree knocking count.
Yep, you're here to knock down trees. You got a landscaper in the army.
he's mowing. He's revving his mower there. Yep. These Blight Lords, they are gonna.
You want to come around here?
Yeah. Let's switch places.
Switch sides. Maybe I can learn a little bit about your strategy if I see the board
see
from your side of the table.
Chaos eyes.
Yeah. Let's see. He's moving towards this thing.
And then these guys.
This objective.
These guys
Doesn't seem to care too much about this one.
So these guys are just going to walk up here.
So you said your base move is 5 inches, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Terminators are 4?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Because that's always been the Death Guard thing, right? They're durable but slow.
Yeah. Bloat drone, I think, is also 10 inches. So I'm going to snake here. And we'll correct that if
And he has fly, right?
he does. Yep.
Okay.
So you can just snake in between there.
Skyray's getting excited.
Oh, yeah. He's like, line of sight.
Yeah, you know what the mission is. When you build your list, you get to build your list after seeing the mission, but you don't, and you generally know that your opponent's, playing chaos, for example, in this case. I would have known that, and he would have known that I would be playing either Tau or Votan. But you don't know what kind of army they're bringing. You can imagine a Death Guard army that's very melee focused. You could imagine, a different variety of chaos, maybe Thousand Suns or something that's very shooty.
Yeah, and another thing that's really interesting and unique about the event is because the players are divided into war zones, you're not. You kind of know generally who the struggle is against at any given phase or any given round in the event. So there's an ongoing narrative that connects multiple battles, and then those are all happening in parallel.
Super interesting. Is this guy?
Yeah, he's going to move. Okay. I need to get him up, and he's probably going to be out of range with just about everything. So I think I might just advance him because there's a stratagem I can use. Yeah, so 13 is going to be, just gets him right there.
Very nice.
All right. Which one of these did I steal from you? These are all mine.
Seem to be taking the flanks.
Okay. That's movement. And I almost instinctively said, do you have any?
Yeah, would you like to redeploy? Spend a CP?
Do I? I don't actually know that I have. I might have just a little bit of shooting. I do.
Okay.
I do. So the multi-melta, as I think we previously established, is out of range.
Okay.
But the missile launcher is not.
Yep.
So the blight hauler here is going to...
And just real quick, does this flesh mower guy have any guns?
No.
And then this guy, what's the range of the missile launcher?
He advanced, so it won't really matter.
Shoot? And then what other shooting guys do you have with interesting shooting? I'm trying to decide where else to use my strat.
I'm very, very short range.
Okay, so that's kind of maybe the only.
Yeah, I'm just forcing you to burn a CP.
Okay,
if you want
I will burn it.
There they go. So they're gone.
They ducked. Sorry, how many shots is this? Just
would have just been one shot.
One shot with a missile launcher?
Yeah, one shot with a missile launcher. Do you want to not spend the CP?
And what's the profile?
It is strength. This is gonna be crack missile, so strength 9 minus 2d6. So I could take out one.
D6 damage.
Yeah, I could take out one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna burn the CP. Take a shot.
All right.
Take a shot.
They don't have stealth or anything, do they? Okay.
Nope.
So 4, that hits.
Yep.
Strength 9. I'm
T6.
assuming toughness less.
T6.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. All right. Cool. Super glad I didn't spend that CP.
And they're not. Well, I get this one. I only care about vehicles right now. So they're not vehicles, obviously.
No, they are mounted.
So that might be a quick old Death Guard turn 1.
Okay. And you did not do any actions.
Oh, I'm
or
sorry.
Score
Yes,
anything,
I should have said
right?
in the shooting phase. I have a couple actions.
Oh.
So these guys are carrying a virus.
Oh no.
And they're going to start injecting the virus into the communications network.
Okay. So you're doing an action.
So I'm doing an action with the Plague Marines here.
All right. When does it complete?
So it starts in the shooting phase,
Yeah.
and then it completes at the end of my next command phase.
Okay, so I have a chance to do
You
something.
do have a
about
chance
it.
to do something.
But you've got some giant Terminators standing right
Yes,
there.
yes.
So this is the normal Plague Marines.
Yeah, the normal Plague
Doing the
Marines are
action.
doing it. The Terminators
Okay.
advanced up here.
Okay,
So
cool.
they're just bodyguarding
They're
these
just
guys,
waiting.
basically. They're threatening. These guys want to. If when they want to get into
Yep.
combat, then we're going to rumble.
Totally.
And then likewise, these Plague Marines are also
These Plague
gonna-
Marines here.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're doing the same.
And are there
action.
any
These
other-
guys here?
Are there any other restrictions or things I should know about this action?
It's infantry unit in 3 inches,
Okay,
and then battle line can do it twice per game.
but everyone else can
Everyone
only
else
do
can
it
only
once.
try it.
do it
They can
once.
only
Okay.
attempt it once. So if
Gotcha.
they fail, they can't try it again.
Okay, so it's potentially interesting to me to try to disrupt this if it means that unit can't attempt the action again.
Yeah,
And do you have to? I guess yeah. You
but in
have
this
to
case, it's
control
both
it.
battle line units trying.
Yeah,
So
for
they'll be
sure,
able to
for
try
sure.
it
They'll have a
time.
second
Yeah,
attempt.
yeah.
Okay.
My question is, could 2 units do an action, the same action? I don't think there's anything in the rules the core rules that say.
On the same objective?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say in the description of the action.
Yeah. Okay.
So if it doesn't say, then you could potentially do twice on the same objective. Okay. Tau turn 2, or Tau turn 1, we're both going to get a command point. And I'll get to moving. I don't have any hero phase stuff. Command phase stuff.
Yeah, I'm actually going to, because these guys, they're also in range and they didn't run, I'm actually going to do the same action with both.
Do it with
units.
both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know that I can do anything about that necessarily. So if I move 7, it would be like an 11-inch charge with these rampagers, which doesn't seem great. Doesn't seem great. Okay. Let's get on with it then. Over here, this is a 7-inch charge, maybe? Yeah, 7-inch charge.
Yep. Let me check one thing here. I think if I had moved this guy just a little bit here.
Yeah, you're going to action there too?
Yeah, I could action there too. We're going to
Oh
action in
my
3 places.
gosh. All right.
Action it up.
All right, I'm going to move up. I'm going to try to take the fight to you. And you've got flamers in those.
Yeah, let me
Those
check. I
Terminator
believe
units,
they
right?
might be shorter range than your normal flamer, because they're plague spurt.
Oh, I see.
Spurt gauntlets, not sprayers, not spewers,
Spurters.
not belchers. Spurters.
Squirt, I love that drink.
Squirters. Plague squirt didn't have quite the same. 12-inch range. They are 12-inch range. So
Okay.
be mindful of Overwatch from that unit.
So I think there's going to be 2 within range. Maybe 3.
Okay.
But I'm not. We already determined I'm not stealth, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think with a little bit of nudging, I can get it so it's only 2.
Yeah. Which, yeah, it becomes.
worth-
There's a point where it's not worth it for me.
Is that worth the CP?
Yeah.
Hard to say.
I'd really want to get the whole unit in. They are pistols too, so I'd have other opportunities.
Oh
in
my
theory.
gosh, they're
Yeah.
pistol flamers?
They're pistols, and one of my stratagems in the detachment is I could also turn my weapons into pistols,
wow.
which will be more relevant for the
Wow,
Blightware Terminators and the other Plague Marine.
that seems great. All right, so then this is a 6-inch charge, I think. So we're gonna go 7. Yeah, 6-inch charge.
Yeah, so those guys will be potentially all in. Yeah, all
What's
in.
the strength of your spurt flamers?
They are only 3. They're anti-infantry. However, I assume your
Oh yeah.
Ragers are not infantry.
Yep, that's correct.
They're cavalry or mounted or
Mounted.
mounted. The Lord of Virulence also has a twin plague spewer, which is strength 5. So I think in every case it's. Are you toughness 6 or higher?
T6. Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be 6s for the other ones.
I'm gonna roll an advance real quick. These guys have these crisis team have cold star attached, which gives them assault on their guns. So they're coming up the flank there. So this is your big squad that's doing the action in the center,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Okay.
How are we? One question: how are we handling line of sight in little gaps like that?
I think, yeah. So these
Just over
are
true line of sight?
crates, and then
Yeah.
this is like a ruin.
Right. So if I was on the other side of the ruin, it'd be
Yeah.
blocking. But because I'm in it,
Then it's true line
then
of sight.
it's true line of
yeah.
sight. So my guys are a bit vulnerable, but they're at least in cover.
But you've got 10 of them, and they're in cover. Yeah. I don't know that I have enough to really. I can't really bring a lot of firepower to bear over there. I've got some shooting that can go their way, but not too much.
I think I might also have some tricks.
Let's see. You have a character here, your warlord, and you've got some characters in this big unit in the center. Is that right?
Yeah, so I've got these. These are the two. Oh, the Tallyman. I'm sorry. I got to see if I generate some command points on my command phase. I do have a thing. No, okay. I didn't roll a 7. He doesn't generate a command point. So I got these two characters here,
Okay.
and then my warlord is
He's back here.
Yeah.
Is that it? Just the 3 characters?
Yeah, and then the last character's over here.
Okay. Got some snipery things that I'm thinking about. Okay. Yeah.
Bradley, is this the warlord you're bringing to the mixer?
It is. It's going to be my event warlord. So the Sons of the Bloatfly. The Bloatfly will not actually be in the event, but he's a demon prince that looks like a giant fly, and these are his spawn. The scheme that I've gone for here. They all have white armor and black heads because they're his maggots. So
Nice. I love it.
you got to lean in, lean into the themes.
I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but those bases are amazing, along with the rest of the army. But
Oh, thank you.
They're especially disgusting looking.
Yeah,
All
there's
the best ways.
unfortunately, it's a now defunct a company that's actually fairly local to us. I think they were up in Sacramento. Secret Weapon did a bunch of really awesome
Secret
custom
Weapon
resin
miniatures,
bases. Yeah, and they had 3 that all fit. But they're like basically they're sunken bases, so you can fill it with resin for
Oh,
either
wow.
like bloody skulls or in my case like a
That's
disgusting
super cool.
corrupted swamp. So they've all got they're all wading through disgusting liquid.
So you buy the base and then you can fill it with whatever goop
Yeah,
you want.
yeah, you fill it with acrylic resin in this case,
I love that.
and then swirled in a little bit of Nurgle's rot to get some green bile in there.
Wait, actual Nurgle's rot, or is that the color of the paint?
The color of the paint, yeah.
I see.
I have an altar in my house,
Right.
to the god of despair.
Okay. Let's see. These are Terminators also. There's Terminators everywhere. Everywhere I look, there's just Terminators coming out the...
Yeah, these are the shock troops
Coming
that
out
were
the
sent
woodwork.
in to do some stuff.
Like Terminators or termites?
Terminators.
Terminators. I'm not going to run out with these breachers because I'm terrified. So they're going to stay right where they're at. 10 Plague Marines. Are these the melee dudes?
These are the shooty dudes,
Those are the
and then
shooty
the 2
dudes.
small units that are doing the
Right.
actions are the melee dudes.
Yeah, okay. I sort of feel like I wish I'd been a little more aggressive with my pregame moves. But I didn't know what you were here to do, and so I can't really fault past self. All right, let's do it. Let's
All right.
let's get on with it. I'm going to start with...
I will do actually at the end of your
oh yeah,
movement,
Overwatch,
I think.
Overwatch.
Yeah, I think I'm going to Overwatch. I'm pretty sure all of these guys are in range. I'll be wounding on 6s. Oh gosh, maybe it's not worth it. But their armor saves aren't that great, right?
They have a 5-up invuln against shooting.
Okay.
They also have 5-up armor, but almost never matters.
Yeah, I think I'm re-rolling ones. You're not in contagion range yet. Otherwise, I'd be re-rolling all wounds with my enhancement. I think. Is that what that does? Let me make sure I'm not cheating, because we don't like cheating here, unless it's accidental. And then we still don't like it. Oh no, I have to be in contagion range to get the buff at all. And then it becomes reroll wound rolls of 1. Okay. Yeah, it's actually, I think, his built-in ability that is the thing I was thinking of. The War of Virulence this is actually the first time I'm using this guy, so bear with me. I just always reroll the wound roll if I'm making a ranged attack. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Okay.
So we're going to
So you're
spend one of my 2
rerolling all
CP.
wounds?
Yeah, so it'll be auto hitting because they're all flamers,
Because they're flamers, yep.
and I'll be rerolling all wounds. So we'll be winning on 6s, but rerolling everything is pretty good.
Yeah.
So there's 5 guys with 1, and then the champion has 2. So we'll do these first. This is 5d6 or 76
Yep.
shots, or rather hits. Ooh,
Oh my gosh!
boy! 24, 28, 30,
Oh my
33. 33 spurts. 13.
I've got 10 dice here.
Okay, so 17, 23 is what I need. 21. There you go. So these are going to be wounding on 6s, but rerolling everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, ooh, it looks good
It does look good.
so far. So we have 6 wounds so far. Let's reroll a lot.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, it's more.
It's not
Quite a
too
few.
shabby.
It's quite a few.
All right, so this looks like
So these are
5,
no AP.
11. You got 11.
They are pretty sure they're no AP. That's a lot of stuff.
AP doesn't matter, Brad.
Yeah, AP doesn't matter. You got an honorable. Ooh, that wasn't that hot.
One dead guy,
So you only saved 2.
and a guy on a one.
Guy on a wound.
Yeah,
So I got one
wound
more thing
remaining.
because then the leader himself also has his
Ouch.
twin-linked plague sprayer, which is going to be just d6 shots.
Did not see that coming.
For these are amphitheater infantry 2+, but that doesn't matter in this case. So this is wounding on 5s because it's strength 5, but re-rolling. Because they're both twin-linked, and there we go. So 2 more. These are -1, which you don't care about.
I guess if I have cover, which I think
Oh,
in this
okay.
case I would have.
I think these ignore cover.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, you killed that guy.
Okay.
You got 2 guys.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You got spurted.
And he has 4 wounds remaining. Ouch.
Yeah, that was a little more effective than I thought it would be.
Not bad for a CP.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
a great
I think that was worth it.
Okay. All right. I'm going to. That's you did that in my movement phase. Ugh. All right. Let's go into the shooting phase. See if we can turn things around a little bit. So I'm going to in the shooting phase. I will start by that one rampager over there who is remaining is going to throw a grenade
Okay.
at your terminators.
Yep.
And he's
Ooh.
going to do 4 mortal wounds.
Yeah, that's gonna smash one of them.
Do they have 4 wounds total?
They have 3 They have 3 in the index.
All right. Okay. Right. It's the storm shield that gives.
And the
Normal
the codex puts them to 4, but we're not there yet. I will do that to shorten or lengthen the charge range.
Sure. Yeah.
And I will have a wound floating.
A wound floating. Cool. All right. Then he will shoot next. He has a pistol. He hits once because you are now below starting strength.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't win.
Oh yeah, that's right. The grenades.
Yep.
It's all coming back to me now.
Yep. This is how we do. Okay. Cool. Oh, you know what? I did the order wrong. That's all right. Now I'm remembering. I'm going to. I'm going to shoot the lone spear at the unit that's doing the action.
Okay.
So he gets d6 shots.
What's the strength of this?
Strength 10.
Ooh, okay. I have a thing.
2 shots.
I have a thing I'm going to do, I think.
Okay.
I have a stratagem.
You're stealth, right?
I'm stealth, so I'm always -1. That's
Right,
correct. And sorry, shooting phase. I have my Phytic Invigoration.
Okay.
So just so you select the targets until the end of the phase. Okay, so my Phytic Invigoration, 1 CP. And then in your shooting phase, when you target one of my units that's within a Death Guard infantry unit that's within 6 inches of a Blight Hauler,
Okay.
and if the strength is higher, then it's -1 to wound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good. So I have 2 shots
So
hitting
I'm
on
to 0 CP.
5s because of stealth. 1 hit. And strength 10, so
So it would be
T5,
2.
so
It would be 2s,
going
but
to
3s,
threes.
because of -1.
Nope,
Oh,
it mattered.
relevant.
There you go. And does that last for the rest of the
That
phase?
lasts for the rest of the phase.
Okay. Awesome. But importantly, he hit, which means that everything else that's Kroot rerolls failed hit rolls against that target
yes.
for the rest of the turn. Okay. Speaking of, I'm going to shoot next with these carnivores. So I've got about half the unit, looks like, within rapid fire range. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys that are not. So 12 models rapid firing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay.
And then how many more were there? Or
This
do you
is
want to
it.
do them? Okay, yeah.
Oh, sorry, you're right. And then there's 8 more.
Okay.
That
got
are
it?
not
Okay,
rapid
cool.
firing. Yeah. Okay, here we go. These
So
are
5s, right?
5s to
But
hit.
rerolling everything. Ooh, it's pretty.
Rerolling
pretty good.
everything. Yep.
I'll pull the hits. All right.
All right, and then
So we have 13 so far.
5s again.
Pretty
This is
good.
the
Oh
reroll.
man, this
Okay,
is.
it's good, good, good. It's
They
good.
went to
It's
gun
good.
school.
It's good. Stealth. We don't care about stealth.
They usually hunt things that have stealth, so they're like.
All right, and then these are T5, so winning you on 5s.
Oh,
That's
boy.
great. That's great. These dice.
Good
These dice
gravy.
are hot today.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
no AP.
I was like, I don't have to worry about. Well, okay, no AP. So I do have 3 up saves.
Yep.
It's like I don't have to worry about these guys. I was wrong. Okay, so we do have 3 that failed, so it'll be 1.5 guys go
Okay.
down. We will pull you. And floating on you.
Okay. So the Krutox riders at the back are, it looks like one of them is not in rapid fire. Actually, can you double check this for me? Am I within range of him? right
Yeah, that's
there?
good.
Okay. All are in rapid fire range. So 2 shots goes to 4 shots because they're rapid fire 2. With the Krutox riders, hitting you on would be a +1 -1
Yeah.
because you're below starting strength, but also stealth. So hitting you on 4s, but rerolling.
Are you still rerolling everything?
Rerolling failed hit
Woo!
rolls. Yep.
Wow.
Okay,
Stealth's
these
not doing a
are-
whole lot for me.
Yeah, these are strength 7, so I would be winning on 3s, but you have your strat.
Yeah, so winning on
it's
4s. Okay.
And these are AP1 2 damage.
All right, so this could be pretty nasty here. If I fail 4 of these,
That's what we're hoping.
so 2.
2. Okay.
So you'll kill the wounded guy and take out another one.
One more guy.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm going to pull the champ.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And are you still within range of the objective?
Yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah.
That was why I pulled the way that I did. I
Carefully
should
done
be-
that.
Yep, I should be just within 3 inches.
All right. I've still got I've got a 7-inch charge with the Rampager and it looks like a 7-inch charge with the Carnivore still. And I do still have a CP showing, so I could re-roll one of those. So I got 3 attempts at a 7-inch charge. Do I think that's good enough?
Did you have any other shooting?
I do. I have lots of shooting. I'm just trying to decide whether to finish them off with shooting or to put shooting elsewhere and try to rely on melee to finish them off. I'm gonna do the melee route. So let's shoot elsewhere first. This is where I messed up my shooting order. I should have shot the Fire Knife Crisis first because they reroll all hits against units that are unwounded or at starting strength.
Oh, I gotcha.
But
So
I
you
did the
already took
grenade
out that
strat.
Terminator,
Did
yeah.
the grenade strat first, unfortunately. So here's what we're going to do, though. I'm going to guide with the Pathfinders against the Terminators.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. So the 1, 2.
So you'll be back to +1 -1
3.
basically, right?
Sorry,
4.
Could you restate the question?
Yes, +1, -1.
Also,
The red dice are the commander,
Okay.
so he'll hit on 3s, and the white dice are the normal dudes who will hit on 4s. And I reroll 1s to hit, but
Okay.
not all hits.
So we're just pulling the white 2s and 3s,
Yep,
and
there you go. Yep, that's right.
but the 2, and then that 2 also goes away.
That 2 goes away, yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
these all hit. They are strength 7 against the Terminators, who are T6, right?
Yep. And they're not protected here by the stratagem.
So looking for 3s to wound. Ooh, no. Oh, no. Okay.
All right.
These are AP1, 2
-1.
damage.
All right. So 3 up saves.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't have any cover here.
Yep.
So I'm standing right out in the open. Okay, so we failed 3.
Okay.
So 1.
Here's one.
I'm sorry, failed 4. So 1 will kill the wounded guy. And then we'll kill 1 more guy and have another guy wounded. So I'm going to pull him. And we have 1 more guy floating on a wound.
1 wound remaining. All right, then the Pathfinders will do a second guide. This is their datasheet rule. They can guide 2 units. So they're going to guide the Sky Ray shooting at that. What is that?
Mephitic Blight Hauler.
Blight Hauler. Okay. I want no blights to be hauled. So the main gun has 3 shots. This one does not have fly, right?
He does not fly. He also
not
does not
fly.
have stealth.
Does not have stealth.
Only infantry have stealth
Interesting.
in this
Okay.
list.
So the Sky Ray goes from hitting on 4s to 3s because he's guided. Everything hits. And
We do. Are we treating these as terrain? So we would have intervening terrain, right?
yeah,
For
marker
weapons
lights
that
ignore
cover.
cover.
Oh yeah, never
if,
mind. Yeah.
If that's what you're asking
Yeah.
about. Yeah, no cover. And then these are strength 14. What's your toughness?
Toughness is less than 14, but not 7.
More than 7? Less
Yeah.
than 14? Okay, all wound. So these are AP3 for D6 +1 damage.
Ooh, demon saves.
Demon saves.
Demon save.
Big
Made 1.
fives. Okay,
How much?
okay. Do you want a CP? You don't have any CP.
I don't have any CP left.
D6 +1 each.
Hey. Oh, whew. Okay,
So
still
that's
8.
8.
That leaves me down to 2 wounds.
2 wounds, okay. And then he's got 2 smart missile systems. These are hitting on 4s, and then wounding on 5s. So 1 wound, no AP.
No AP. Okay, so this will be 3 ups, I believe. Yep, saved.
Okay, cool. All right, that's the Sky Ray. The Pathfinders then will shoot. Or no, they're doing an action, which means they can't shoot. So, so no shooting from Pathfinders. Let's move on to the carnivores here are going to shoot at the Terminators. I've got 4 normal guys that can shoot and the character.
Okay.
Here's the normal guys.
This will be 5s. Because of stealth?
Stealth, but also you're below starting strength.
Oh, right. They always get that? Yeah.
Yeah. Or no, sorry. Yes. And then 1 wound at no AP.
Okay, 2 up. Saved.
Cool. And then here's the character. He has D3 +1 shots. 2 shots, hitting on 3s. And then, actually it would have been a 4, but because of stealth. And then anti-infantry 3+. 1 wound. I'm going to do this.
Oh, that's right. He's
I have to
precision.
decide if I'm in a precision or not.
Yep.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to try to finish off the
Yep.
wounded guy.
The champion, yep.
Yeah.
He does fail.
Sorry, it's devastating wound, so you don't
Oh,
even
it didn't
get a
matter.
save.
Yeah, never mind.
So it's 2 damage. Just
All
2
right.
damage.
He did.
All right. Cool. Then I've got 1 more Crutox unit here. He's going to try to shoot at the Malefic Blight Hauler. I've got 1 within rapid fire range. The other 2 are not. You are below starting strength, so I'm going to hit you on 3s because you don't have stealth.
Woof.
These are, I think I forgot this with my other shooting attack,
Are
or my other
they
crew talks, but
sustained?
I've sustained, yeah. So I'm going to put 3 back in. You are also below half strength, so I'm going to get +1 to wound.
Oof.
What's your toughness?
Toughness is 9.
Okay, so these will be on 5s, but go to 4s. So these are AP 1/2 damage.
Okay, well, 4 ups. This is, he might be
Yeah.
exploding here. Huh.
Let's see some
Oh, he's super dead.
explodes. All right.
Super dead. So
He
yeah.
hauled his last blight.
Does he explode? He does, but I don't. Oh, it will, because it's 6 inches, and they formerly were in 6 inches. They might still be.
Okay.
No, because I pulled, but still this
But the
unit is.
Terminators.
Yes. So
Okay.
I believe it's only 1 mortal
Okay.
wound.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a
It
small
should
vehicle.
just be deadly -1. Yep, it's just 1. So we're gonna put that on
One of
a
the normal,
Terminator here, yep.
one of the normies.
one of the normies, as normal as you can be when you're made of maggots.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it for this shooting here. Yeah, that's it for all of my shooting actually. I'm gonna go into the. I was gonna say, would you like to covering fire? Nope. That's not a thing. Let's do the charge phase. I'm gonna start with the carnivores here into the plague marines. This is a 7-inch charge. I will CP this. Any results
Ooh!
There we go.
This is from the carnivores?
from the carnivores?
Oh, yeah, they're swarming.
They hungry.
I'm just gonna roll the rampager at the same time.
Yep.
He's going into the same unit.
It will
gets
do
an
it.
8, so-
So the carnivores are gonna, yeah, it'll leave some space on the backside here,
Yeah.
because 11 won't get them all the way around.
Okay.
Danger!
Yeah, I'm excited about these guys fighting because the Flesh Shaper in the squad says that if they kill something in melee, their 6-up feel no pain goes to a 5-up for the rest of the
Yeah,
game.
and that's, with a big unit of 20 like that,
Yeah.
that can make them pretty hard to deal with.
Yeah, especially if you were cheating like I had been and playing them as having stealth. Then
Can
they
we
get
void the best general?
I don't.
I'm gonna get on the phone with the
Let's get Darren in here.
That's right.
Darren down here.
I don't know. Did I play Anshi in that game against? I think I did,
I don't remember if you
but
did.
I didn't have.
No,
the
because I
Flesh
think that
Shaper.
unit was just. I think they were just naked, doing
They
their
had,
thing.
they had different shaper with them. They
Yeah.
had the shaper, the trail shaper,
the one
which
you
gave
didn't.
them
The one you didn't bring, right?
a reactive move.
Yeah.
Okay, and then 8 inches here with the Krutox.
Hoif.
Okay, that's it for charges. Let's get on to fighting. You don't have any CP to interrupt,
Nope.
so in the charge phase, the Rampager does, on a 4-up will do D3 mortal wounds to you.
Yep.
It does do D3 mortal
Then
wounds.
you roll.
It is 3 mortal wounds.
Okay. Well, we got one guy down to 1 wound.
I don't want to kill you because I need the carnivores to kill you. Okay, here we go. The carnivores will activate. Do you want me to roll it?
No, I think at this point, because you're gonna
just-
with pylons, you're gonna do your pylons so you can position them right, and then I'll just pick them up.
I guess somebody told me, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong, it is legal to pile into a new unit and fight that new unit in this edition?
That is correct, but you still have to pile in towards the nearest unit. So these guys all have to get closer to him,
Right.
and then these guys, the most they'd be able to do is get like right here.
But by the time the Rampager activates...
Well, the Rampager could go
could-
into the
he
Death
could
Shroud.
fight
I
over
believe,
there,
yeah.
Okay. So I'm not going to be able to fight the Terminators with any of the carnivores. So I guess it's really just the Rampager. So we'll do this, and I'm not going to touch the carnivores with, or sorry, the Terminators with the
carnivores. Yeah,
either.
keep him. Okay. So we'll
So
just pick him up.
just pick him up, right?
He wasn't quite as durable as I needed him to be, but I'm not too surprised.
Okay, there's your wound marker.
Yep.
And then the Rampager will boop over here.
Yep.
And he's probably going to die in the slap's back, but maybe he'll take a Terminator with him, which
Yeah.
would be exciting.
Yeah,
Okay, let's.
always possible.
You've got two wounds showing on one guy, right?
Yes.
So I'll roll the 2 damage attacks first.
Oh gosh, did I? So we're gonna import your strength.
6.
Strength 6.
And strength 4 with lance.
Okay, so the 6 won't matter. The Dash Rod rule won't kick in basically because it also reduces your strength if it's higher than my toughness.
Oh, okay.
But because you're strength 6, I'm toughness 6.
Yep.
It's a wash.
Not going to matter. All right, here's the Rampager. You are below half strength and below starting strength, right?
Yes.
Is that correct? You start at 7 models?
I started at 7 models, correct.
Okay, so they'll hit on 2s. So everything will hit. They have sustained hits in melee, which doesn't proc in this case. Strength 6 will wound you on 4s, but because you're below starting strength, or below half strength, it goes to 3s. So these are AP 1, 2 damage.
All right. So when the fire knife went into there, I did forget that rule, but
Okay.
I've got a second unit, so we can be redeemed later.
It's against shooting attacks as well.
It's against everything, yeah.
Okay.
So I do fail too.
2 damage.
So that'll kill him, and we got this guy on 1 wound.
Okay, and then the guy on top gets 3 attacks. He hits on 2s, and he's strength 4, which would wound on 5s.
But plus 1
but has lance.
because of lance.
It's
Oh,
actually
man.
really plus 2 because you're below half strength as well. So
Yeah.
not that matters.
Not that that matters. And rend.
AP
Or,
1,
AP?
1 damage.
Okay, so still 3s. Make them.
You're good.
Whew.
Cool.
Okay.
That is, and then I guess I'll pile into you.
Oh, consolidate. Yeah.
Consolidate.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and pile in here, and we're gonna slap back.
Okay.
So we've got.
Rampage.
There's no
Right.
longer the champion, but that doesn't matter. It's only the spurters. So we're gonna hit you with our strike attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes most sense. So 4 attacks.
Which
This
is sorry, real quick. Which is your character that brings all his wounds back?
That's my
That's the
warlord.
warlord
over there.
over
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
So this one I'm just rerolling wound rolls of 1.
Okay.
This one I'm rerolling wound rolls of 1 because
Okay.
the enhancement.
Gotcha.
So there's gonna be 4 attacks hitting on 2s.
Uh-huh.
Lethal hits. So no lethal, but everything hits. And then strength 8. So 3s.
3s, yeah.
So there you go. And these are minus 2 damage.
All right, looking for 6s. 6 up invuln. Okay, so,
So 6?
he's dead.
All right.
He's super dead. All right.
Imagine what 6 of them would do.
I know. That wasn't even your leader, right? It
No,
was
that
just
wasn't
the,
even my, yeah.
just the normal guy. Okay. So I started an action here. Oh, I didn't tell you what that action was. I should do that. So I started an action. I am activating power cells. 1 infantry unit can perform this action if they're within 3 inches of the power cell. So the Pathfinders are doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It starts in the shooting phase at the end of your next command phase or at the end of the battle, whichever comes first, provided the unit performing it is still in range. So I have to survive a turn.
Okay.
You could kill the Pathfinders.
So the Pathfinders have started pushing some buttons.
Yeah.
They're desperately trying to.
They're turning on this power generator.
Yeah, and it hasn't been activated in a while, so they're
Yeah. They gotta.
the access panel is all crusted up.
That's exactly it.
Did anyone bring the battery pack?
Hand me the hydro spanner.
No, there, that one.
We're both going to gain a command point.
Yes.
Going into Death Guard turn 2.
All right.
And
Do we have any scoring?
We're just doing our actions.
so also
Right.
you're
So my
gonna-
actions are going to complete now at the end of my command phase.
right. Yeah. So what does that do? What does it say when it completes?
So this one we failed
right.
because some dudes got dead, but we are
This one over here completed.
that
and
one
this
completed,
One over here
and the one in the center completed. So we have successfully injected some viruses.
Some viruses. Okay.
Some,
what does that say?
some scrap code.
All right. I guess we don't know what it says.
We don't. Yeah. It's demonic gibberish.
It's demonic gibberish.
what it is.
And I'm terrified of it.
Yes.
Okay.
So 2 of those have been completed.
I don't want you to do that anymore. Please stop.
These guys are already starting to get some static on their.
Yeah,
on their
that's why
columns.
they're taking so long.
Yeah.
'Cause they're like, what's happening?
All right. Death Guard.
Death Guard got 2 points, I guess. Let's just say Death Guard got 2
I've
points.
accomplished my action twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll treat that as 2 points. All right. Command phase. We'll start with the thing I forgot last time. Tallyman. Does the Tallyman tally some diseases? 2d6. Yes, I get a command point.
Oh, you got your command points.
Yeah, all right. And that was his 7-fold chant.
Nice.
So now,
This guy blew up, right?
oh, you're right, he did. Got a poem for the poem.
Okay.
Yeah, good call.
I was
like, do I have a
nice.
free blight hauler just
like,
hanging out there?
Should I Overwatch that guy?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
he
no,
died.
wait, he's not
He
supposed
died.
to be there.
This week is, or this flank is, it's pretty weak now. Those guys.
And I got my 5-up Feel No Pain on the giant Croup Blob, which is pretty dope. And the Flamers are less flamery because they're down to 1 model.
I did catch the restrictions here. Each unit performing this action must be within 3 inches of a different objective. So
Got
I
it. So you
couldn't
can
have
only
done
do
it
it
with
one.
both,
You
but
can
I
only
did
do
it
it
with
one
one.
place.
He
Which
still
one do you want to
succeeded.
say you did it
I'll do it with the battle line unit.
with? This unit over
Yeah,
here?
because it'll give him
Cool.
a chance to do it again.
All right. So you've only done one, John. So you've only got 1 point.
No, I'm sorry. Each of these, basically what it was saying, I think what it's saying is I can't do the same objective with 2 units.
Right.
Each one
Oh,
doing
yeah,
action
yeah.
has to be
Correct,
on a
correct.
different.
Okay,
so
you
I
got
do have
2
2
points.
I do have 2. But the redundancy was illegal.
It would
I
say
couldn't-
1 unit from your army or any number of units. From
Yeah,
your
yeah.
army. So it would be
Yeah,
worded,
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Pretty sure. Yeah, any number of infantry units. Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Caldorf, thank you for the super chat. Stream looks great. Have a great game. Going to start painting some stinky dudes soon, as I picked up some free Death Guard. Oh wow,
Excellent.
free Death Guard. That's kind of spicy. Can't stay and watch, but stay cool. Awesome. Yeah. Thanks for
thanks a
dropping
bunch.
in.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Caldorf. It's been a minute.
All right. So we got my command points. We're going to start doing our things. So I think what I'm understanding from this is I can do it on the same objective multiple times over multiple turns. But for this action, they're within 3 inches objective. Be within 3 inches of a different objective. Yeah.
You can. The way mine's worded, and I'm spoiling something, but the way mine's worded, there's no actual benefit to that. You just
okay.
look at how the
right,
mission's
right.
scored.
Because in the mission objectives at the end of the game.
Count up how many. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Sounds like we have similar things.
Yep. Okay. So I need to move on, is what that's saying. I can't.
You can't just keep injecting
around
virus
more.
in all the things. The same thing over and over again.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. Are these guys in? Do you have what kind of reactive movement? do
I have
these
no
guys
reactive anything.
Okay. Unfortunately, I
Um,
do only move 4 inches, though.
I could Overwatch you.
You could Overwatch. That's correct.
I don't have anything fancy with Overwatch.
I'm not great into a big blob of crew. I'll just be fighting them the whole game. Do you have a way of falling back and shooting, charging?
I have a strat for fallback, shoot, and charge, but it's only on Kroot.
Right.
Although I will say the Tau things are vehicles, so they can just stand in combat.
Yeah,
and big
right.
guns
then
never
just-
tire.
yeah, I'm just thinking if I go into these guys, which is easy,
Yeah.
I'm not really tying them down. I might kill some in melee. They might just kill me.
Yeah. But I could fall back, shoot, and charge. Is what you're saying.
Yeah. So I'm not actually accomplishing
Right.
anything by. Do I just
Yep.
split the difference though? It
I mean, you
opens
have
up-
one. They all have flamers still, right?
That's true. Yes.
The character and
Yes. It's only going to be 2d6 now,
right.
unfortunately. But
I mean, and if I Overwatch, I might Overwatch there just to try
yeah,
to reduce.
I think
one of the
if I
flamers.
stand still, it prevents your Overwatch in the movement phase.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you want to do it when I charge, that's just
Oh yeah, stand still,
Yeah.
and then I can't Overwatch you. You can flamer me and then charge in.
yeah. So
like
we'll
it.
we'll give that a whirl. Let's see. Let me figure out what I'm going to do with these guys first. You got a whole army there, though. That's the thing. Like, I'm already starting to feel a little thin. I lost a third of my dudes. Kind of don't know how to crack this nut over here.
Well, killing the
kinda-
Pathfinders is interesting because they're doing an action, right?
Right, that's
But
true.
they're also not a very big threat. I mean,
True, yeah. And
From the perspective of the army.
stepping out with my guns does mean exposing myself to some fire. And we've seen what the fire can do. Yeah, okay. I'm going to start moving.
So if you guys are just joining us, we're playing a narrative 40K game today. This is rewind back to the beginning to get the gist of. We did a fairly long intro where Brad and I talked about the missions we were playing. There's some secret objectives. What I know so far is that Brad's trying to inject virus do actions on these 4 objective locations. Maybe John, can you show the graphic that we have about where so there's 2 relay stations. There are these buildings, and then a power cell and a control console. And so I know that Brad's trying to inject some virus there into those locations. And I started doing an action to activate the power cell. So I'm trying to turn on the power, but Brad doesn't know what I'm trying to turn on the power for.
Yeah, see, this is technology that we don't have any idea how this works.
Right.
So we see them pushing buttons and
This is
shoot the
we're
guys
figuring
with
it out
buttons.
as we go.
Let's go ahead and swap places. I think I'm going to do
sure.
a movement over here. Yeah.
Brett, they're calling your table phallic.
What? Why is it phallic? What? The close-up shot?
Just the table in general.
Really?
There's a lot of
Pointy things?
There's a lot of elongated objects
Oh,
on
nice.
this table.
I mean, verticality is an important thing in tables, right? You want contrast between you want low lows and high highs. This is like a high contrast board.
Yeah, Brett and I have talked about this before. I really love the giant trees here because one thing you get in a lot of wargaming tables is trees that are all, they're
Right.
they're practical for wargaming. But in the real world, trees are very large
They're
objects.
huge. Yeah.
So
These
I love these.
these are made for Star Wars games. I think the designer designed them for Ewok battles, and I think these tall redwood trees are probably the terrain piece that I use the most. Ever since having made them, I use them in just about every game. They're so good. They're useful. You can sort of spread them out to make area, define a boundary, and then say that they're area terrain in between. And so they block line of sight really well. Unlike a lot of things that maybe have curved profile, these have it's very obvious, like tall, straight things. So you're not worried about, can I see you over the top of that? You're not trying to abstract that, a guy's wings can stick out or whatever and see him over the top of a building. They go infinitely tall. Honestly, I think the biggest debate is why can't they be taller? So I've wondered if you couldn't,
Just
this is as
complete
high
the
as
whole
pipe would
tree
go.
and just have the whole tree here.
But honestly, I sort of feel like this height is good because if they were too much taller, you couldn't reach around them or over them. They'd be really awkward to play. They'd go from being cool to play with and sort of practical to being the opposite of that. Just completely impractical. Can't actually play a game with them.
Yeah, I think the sport train is going over here.
So you're pushing up the
Yeah,
right
I think
flank
I
here.
gotta. Yeah, I think I gotta push hard here.
and you got that objective. So there's no
Right,
well, I guess
because
I
I have
don't
both. Because I've corrupted both of these.
Yep.
So now I really I need to move
Not a
on.
lot of value in hanging out.
Yeah. So these guys are gonna.
Well, unless there is, I don't actually know. Maybe you get points for holding them at the end of the game.
I might have to double check that
TBD.
too. I also have a very punchy army here, so I just need to
Oh, getting close is good.
get in close. Yep.
They always said Nurgle was the friendliest, right?
Yeah, they just want hugs.
He's a happy god. He really is. Nurglings are they're his emissaries. They're there to just spread the love.
I like it, Super Edie. That's a good. Super Edie's are king of puns. In the pecking order The tree pecking order. You know, it wasn't until in this last year I didn't when they I think it was when they released the Kroot hunting pack box and the Kroot sort of became a focus of the Tau and 10th ed that I learned that the name of the Kroot home planet isn't Petch. I'd always called it Petch. Like
Is it
with a-
Peck?
It's Peck, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
With a
there we
hard-
go.
With a hard CH sound. And I mean, it wasn't today I learned, but I've been playing this army for 20 years. I had no idea. I think there's so many things like that in this game, though, where you're like, you read it for the first time, and then you're like, you make an assumption about how it's pronounced, and based on, how it's written and spelled, and then you're like, oh. Then you hear somebody else speak it for the first time. You're like, wait a second, are you wrong or am I wrong?
Yeah. Well, the classic one is Abaddon or Abaddon.
Right?
And I know in all the
was hoping
audiobooks
you'd
they
say
say Abaddon.
Do they?
Yes.
But like, is that official?
So I had a sketch from Jess Goodwin's notebook, he originally designed the character back in
Yeah.
93 or something.
Okay.
And it's deliberately a pun on Abaddon. He's a bad one.
God,
He's a bad, because that was the extent of their creativity.
he was a bad one.
They're like, what's this guy named? Well, he's Abaddon, so he's Abaddon. So that always stuck for me. I'm in
And
camp
it's-
Abaddon.
And he was a Brit, right? So like
Yeah.
saying Abaddon is like abbreviating one as un is like
Perfectly natural.
it's like a thing that Brits do. Okay, I got it. I believe it. But then us revolutionaries got our claws into it and completely butchered the pronunciation.
What do I do with these guys?
You run at them and you charge them and you shoot them. And
I think so. They I know. You took the bait. I do need to be putting a little bit of hurt on you, so they're just going to step out.
Molecule says Horace is pronounced "how are yous." He's
Clearly, that's
Joe
canon.
Pesci.
There's no. How are yous?
How are yous?
Yous guys.
How are yous? Love it. How are yous? How are yous? Yeah, is there? I was gonna say Abaddon when you mentioned that, but I feel like there are a few others, like maybe some Eldari ones, like the Incarn is another weird one. Like, how the heck do you pronounce that?
Yeah,
I mean, Incarn, I think, but like, is that it? I don't know.
I think I'm done over here. We can swap them. All right, so we've got some shooting. So we'll start with the easy stuff here. We'll start with the Death Shrouds over here with the Lord of Virulence. I've just got one Spurter, and the Lord of Virulence
One
is
Spurter.
It's one Spurter,
A cute little spurter
D6. This is on the carnivores.
on the
So
carnivores.
4 shots.
Okay.
These are anti-infantry 4+.
Okay, and you auto hit. So
And I auto hit.
the fact that I don't have stealth doesn't matter.
And you're in contagion range, so actually I think I'm re-rolling all wounds because you're in contagion range because of the Lord of Virulence. So
Okay,
I'm just looking for 4s, re-rolling.
because they're T3, right? They're just
Well,
straight
it's
three.
anti-infantry, so
Anti-infantry, all right.
yeah.
Are they
So,
devastating as well?
They're not devastating, so there's no AP, just
Are they 1 damage?
1 damage.
Okay, here's my 5-up invulns. I failed them all. And then here's my 5-up Field of Pains. Also fail them all.
Okay.
Cool.
It feels like an achievement. All right, and then we also have the Lord of Virulence. It's going to hit you with his Twin Plague Spewer.
Spewer. Not
Sprayer
sprayer.
is a thing, and it's an entirely different weapon. D6, just the one.
Wait, is it the sprayer or the spewer, Brad?
This is the Spewer. Anti-infantry 2+.
Okay.
So there you go.
One
This is minus
damage?
1, but
No AP.
again, you don't-
5-up
okay.
invuln. 5-up Feel No Pain.
Hey,
Kill the guy. One of these days, I just rolled 8 dice and didn't roll 5-up.
all right. So that's those guys. we'll go ahead and go to the Plague Marine unit here
Yep.
in the center.
Okay.
These are the shooty guys. We got 2 plasma guns. They're surely in rapid fire range.
Who are you targeting?
We're going to target the Pathfinders.
Pathfinders. Okay. Cool, cool, cool.
So we've got. Yes, so they're going to be 4 shots. Oh, I'm sorry, and the champion also has a plasma gun. So
Okay.
3 plasma guns, not overcharging because there's kind of not any point.
I don't have stealth, and at some point since I last played Pathfinders, they went to a 4-up save.
Oh, from 5 up.
Yeah, I think I'm remembering from like 8 then. I have not played Pathfinders in a very long time.
So this will be hitting on 3s, but I'm critting on. I'm lethals on 5s.
Okay.
So 2 hits and 3 lethals.
Nice, very nice.
And then I assume it's 2s to wound because I'm strength
T3,
7.
yeah.
Yep.
And
So
what's
5
the AP?
wounds, -2.
All right, and then you have bolters and stuff, right?
I'm gonna have bolters. I got 2 more. I got 2 blight launchers as well.
Okay, I'm gonna take these on guys that are not in cover. AP2 you said, right?
Yep.
So these will be 6s. No,
Ooh, okay.
5 down.
And then we've got a blight launcher. Is going to be another 4 shots. These guys, when I declared, I think they were visible from the Lord of Virulence because you had I don't know, I piled in, so they might not have been visible.
Okay.
Nope, because he gives a bonus to people who are shooting with blast
Oh,
weapons. Oh no, they're not blast. Never mind. Blight launchers are not blast. Forget everything I said. This is going to be hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Only 1 hits, and then strength 6, so wounding on 2s again. -2.
I took guys that were in cover. After saying that I was taking guys that were out of cover, I then
Sorry,
took
taking guys that were in cover. So that's 1 wound at -2.
Okay, not in cover. Nope, he dies.
And then we have bolters.
Yeah.
We have 5 bolters, so 10 rapid fire shots. Bolt guns. These are bolt guns with lethal hits. I could just roll a ton of 1s and 2s. That's 1 lethal hit.
Okay.
And winning on 3s, 2 wounds.
Okay, so these are in cover. So I go from a 4-up save to a 3-up save. All right, we're good.
And then the last, I don't think my 2 characters are in range because they both have pistols.
Well, they would have been if you were in rapid fire range. Right?
Yeah, I think 12 inches is only to the because they're back here.
Oh, they're back
Yeah,
there.
they're back there.
Yep. All right.
So we will instead try to finish them off, I think, with the Blightward Terminators.
Okay.
So they should be, let's see.
You got 24, right?
Yeah, because I only have rapid fire with 1 guy into the carnivores.
I see.
So I might as well go with all of them.
Sure.
So, so I have 1 Blight Launcher and 3 Combi Bolters.
Okay.
So we'll just do the Combi Bolters, 6 shots. 3s with lethal hits. I do that again. 1 lethal hit. There you go.
What's the AP?
None.
None. Okay. Guy dies.
And then Blight Launcher, same as the Plague Marine one, both hits. No lethals. Both wound.
AP.
-1.
AP -1.
Yep.
Need a 4s. All right, 1 guy dies.
All right.
You got some bolters?
I got some bolter. That was the bolters.
Okay.
That was it for them. So I just have the 1 blight hauler, I think, is left.
This guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't have eyes on the Sky Ray, I assume.
Nope.
He doesn't have eyes on much.
He can see the
He
greater
can.
Narlock.
Yeah, I know. He's kind of your mascot.
I really like it when people shoot him. He's a
But
100,
I'd rather shoot at the.
he's a 100-point distraction.
Yeah,
kind
but
effects
I
for
can
sure.
see the Crutox.
The
rays, right?
Crutox, yeah,
they're-
are the real meat. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I think I am outside of multi-melta range with them anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
So multi-melta will just try to take out a carnivore,
Okay.
and then the missile launcher into the Crutox.
Okay.
Just do I do frag missiles? No, the Crutoxers are actually really kind of scary.
Yeah. Hit him with a
for my
crack
army.
missile for sure.
Yep, crack missile. Yep. So we'll start with the missile.
Yep.
So hitting on 3, yes. Wounding on a 5, that does it.
Okay.
Wounding on a 3 actually.
A 3. Yep. And this is a 5-up invuln.
-2, yeah. So 5 up. There you go.
There we go.
Multi-melta into carnivore. What did he do to deserve this? 2s to wound. There you go. You got an
5-up.
invuln.
He dodges out of the way.
All right. Well, that, I believe, is my shooting phase. Because all the
Okay.
rest of the guys ran. So we're going to send some guys in. And it's really just
The Terminator
this.
Rose.
Although there's a potential long bomb charge with the these guys. I could roll for it.
Yep.
Do it.
Yeah, we'll roll for it. You never know.
You never know.
It's an 11 or a 12.
So
Probably
which one
12.
are you going first?
We'll go ahead and do these guys.
Okay. And which your declared charge
They're
value?
declaring into. I think the Pathfinders is all they need to declare into.
Okay.
I think
It's, I think a shorter charge to the carnivores.
it might be. It might be. You're quite right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
because
it's
that's like a 10.
That's a 10. Yeah. and
okay,
that's an 11.
Yeah, that's actually carnivores makes the most sense. Because if I'm
Okay.
going to do it, I need to connect with something.
Well, the Pathfinder's the ones doing the action.
I know. That's what I was trying
Okay.
to. I do have a thing that lets
Well, I guess
me.
if you roll a 10, you could move over here and then pile in.
I have a
maybe-
stratagem that lets me consolidate 6 as well.
Oh, amazing.
Pile in and consolidate 6.
Okay.
So that might actually be a case for this. But no.
Okay, you got
I
2
will
CP
not.
showing?
I will not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to fish for the. These
Gonna
guys
attempt to?
instead, they're going to go into just the
Okay.
carnivores. 6. Okay, so they jam on in. We'll
All
just
right.
take that spot.
Do I want to overwatch you there? I have 1 CP. I need it to auto pass morale. I'll get an extra CP before I need to auto pass morale. But yeah, I don't think it's worth it. So I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm not gonna overwatch.
Okay. So we will just start a swinging. We'll start with the Death Shroud.
You know, because that guy's alive on 1 wound, I love. This is one of the weird things with the Crew Detachment, because everything keys off of whether you're at or below starting strength or at or below half strength. Having like a character with as soon as that last
That one extra
Terminator
guy?
dies, all of a sudden I don't get any bonuses anymore because I'm just attacking like a character who's by himself.
Yeah, leave the wounded guy at
So
home.
the guy was left on 1 wound. Yeah, I don't actually want to kill him with Overwatch.
Well, we're gonna do the Man Reaper sweep.
Okay.
So this is 6
Lucky
attacks.
for you, I am. Well, lucky for me, I'm
Not a man.
man.
I am no man.
If you had a Crew Reaper sweep, that'd be a real trouble.
That one's got 12 attacks. So
Okay.
hitting on 2s.
Yep.
Lethal hits.
Okay.
So we have 1 lethal. Your toughness is 2 now.
Toughness 2.
Because you are in contagion range.
Okay.
So it's going to be 2s.
Okay.
So Euro 5. These are no rend.
No
No
rend.
AP.
No AP. Need 6s. No. How much damage?
Just 1 damage.
1 damage. 5 up, feel no pain.
Ooh,
There we go.
okay.
Okay. So 3
2 guys.
three
3
die.
dead. And then we will. The Lord of Brilliance is going to punch you with his heavy plague fist, which is just a infected power fist.
Infected power fist. I
Yeah.
know.
So it's a power fist with lethal hits. It is unfortunately only hitting on 3s. He's not as good with his fist as the other guys are with their. Oh, and that mattered. So 3 misses.
Do you reroll 1s at all?
That's only. Ooh, actually, No, I reroll wound rolls. of
Wound
1.
rolls of 1,
Yes.
okay.
So 2s. There you go. These are -2 for what it's worth.
6s to save. And
2
2
damage each.
Okay. Here's my 5 up, feel no pains. Nope. 2 guys die.
All right.
All right.
All right.
That's the only fight.
That's the only
right?
fight there, so you wanna-
go ahead and fight you back. Would you
Yep.
mind?
You want to push these guys in a little bit? Where do you want to go?
go?
Well, the guys that are based are stuck,
are
but everyone else
stuck,
can slide
yeah.
around.
Yeah, I don't feel super strongly about it.
Okay.
Um,
You probably do want to get him a little closer to the. Yeah.
I just need to be within base to base of somebody who's in base to base, right?
Yep,
So they
yep.
can fight.
Yep.
So let me roll the normal Crute.
Oh, in that case, actually, you could get the Shaper, because he was out in the back. Yeah, he
Yeah.
could probably get there.
Okay.
There you go.
I'll roll everyone's attacking simultaneously, so I'll get the buffs anyway. I'll roll the Shaper first, the Flesh Shaper. So he hits on 2s. He has sustained hits in melee, and he crits on 5s because he has the Bothrod gland.
Nice.
So he's squeezing the the whole pheromone gland of some beast that they've killed in a previous hunt, and it's driving his nearby Kroot into a frenzy.
It's his lucky gland.
Weirdly, it also drives An-Shi into a frenzy. So we'll see that in a second. These are strength 5, so wounding you on 5s, but twin linked. Okay, 3 wounds at AP 1 for 1 damage.
All right, so I got to do this. Well, it's all the same. I roll 2 up saves.
Yep.
So I'm looking for 3s. So 1 wound that will kill the guy.
Okay.
But you still have your rest of your attacks while he's still
I
alive.
have +1 to wound as well, which I forgot about. That's all right. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, then the normal Kroot. How many carnivores are there?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, here we go. These are hitting on 2s because you're below starting strength. And critting on 5s with sustained hits.
Woof.
So pulling out the 5s and 6s. So it looks like we have 7 of those. So 3, here's putting 7 back in. And then these are strength 4, so wounding you on 5s, but +1 to wound because you're below half strength. You were below half strength at the start of combat.
All right.
So back to 4s. These are not twin linked.
Woof.
Wounding on
Some
4s.
spicy rolls here. Yeah.
No AP.
Okay, well, I do have a ton of 2 up saves.
Ton of 2 up saves.
Come on, live.
1,
Well, I failed
2,
3.
2, 3. Got
Yep,
3. Okay.
Yep, takes
cool.
3 wounds.
All right. And then
I think he's down to 3 then.
3 remaining.
Yeah, he's got 6 wounds.
Okay, An-Shi has a melee weapon called Fidelity. He has 3 fighting stances he can adopt. He must choose one at the start of each fight. He's going to choose, this turn he's going to choose Devastating Wounds.
Woof.
So
That's a good one.
he will hit on 3s. He crits on 5s because of
Because of the unit.
Flesh Shaper. And
And the
he
2's a
has
miss.
the 2's a miss,
Yep.
but he has sustained hits in melee. So these will put 3 back in. These are strength 5. I don't get the +1 to hit or wound because he's not a Kroot unit, but I do have devastating wounds. So this will be 4 devastating damage and 2
normal saves, yeah. Okay, well, the 4
I think he's
devastating
just
damage is going to
I
kill
think
him.
he's just dead.
Yeah, he karate chops him right in the
An-Shi
neck.
with the steel chair.
Combat Tau?
Yeah, that's right. It's a warrior monk. Stabbed you with his honor blade. All right.
All right, well,
that was awesome.
that was pretty-
An-Shi did a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that was the fighting. I can't consolidate closer to an objective because I don't really want to. Actually, maybe or no, I'm going next. All right. Let's call it. We don't have any more fighting to do, right?
No, I don't. I think that's it.
So, yeah. What you didn't do any actioning anywhere else?
Not this turn.
So we're no extra scores.
Yep.
Although at the start of my turn, we'll both get a command point.
Yes.
And then I will immediately spend 1 to auto pass morale on the Pathfinders. And then at the end of the command phase, the action will complete. And so I will have activated the power generators. The power at this compound is now turned on. What are we going to do with the power being turned on? Stay tuned.
Yeah. Things start lighting up.
Things are humming. All right.
There's no score associated with that?
So yeah, my mission objective doesn't say I score until the very end. So I've not actually scored any points yet.
Got it.
So cool. Let's go into the movement phase. What do I need to do now? Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking. Let me read my. So I have other actions to do, but I think they're different about who can do them. Non-vehicle units. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Let's get on with it. Movement phase. All right. So remind me where you have your warlord character is here.
Yep.
And you've got a tallyman and
Yeah.
somebody else.
Tallyman is here, and the biologist Peter Fire is there.
Which one of those is more? The Tallyman gives you CP. What's the Putrefier?
Oh
do?
gosh, golly, I gotta remember. Tallyman makes them all hit on 2s instead of 3s, but I think I hit with a lot of this stuff. I didn't actually roll that many 2s to hit.
What's the Putrefier do?
So he does a few things. He's the thing that makes everything crit on 5s,
Oh, gotcha.
and it gives that to things that don't. It gives lethal to things that don't have it,
Gotcha,
and then he also lets them use the grenade strat for free.
Oh,
once
that's
per battle round.
really spicy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna run with these. Path. No, they want to stand still and mark something, so they're gonna just kind of hang out there. These guys. I'm gonna move up here. This is the War Shaper with the sniper bow. He's moving behind crates, so you guys on the camera are not going to be able to see him super well. Okay. And then these Rampagers are they want to come out and play. So this will be like looks like a 7-inch charge to the Plague Marines. These guys other Krutoks are going to step up. And then these guys will shift over. Everything in the Krut list moves 7, except for this giant guy. I think he's moved 9. But like nothing is super fast. Everything's like medium speed.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he'll just come over before they move, so he'll be like here.
You boys are in trouble.
They are at starting strength, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to be smart about I'm saying that out loud so that I do the smart thing with my target priority this turn, or my shooting order, I guess. Shooting order. Definitely go first with the fire knives. And then these Krut are going to do an action here on this relay station. So I'll tell you about that in a second. Okay. So the action they're doing is called Prepare Relay Station for Transmission. One or more non-vehicle units from your army. So I'm just going to do it with one.
Yep.
Can perform this action while it's within 3 inches of a relay station. So now you know that
Oh, that's potentially
I'm potentially going to be wanting to do one over here as well. The power cell must already be activated. So as a prerequisite, I needed to activate the power cell.
I really needed to kill those.
Starting to make sense now. Okay. The action completes at the end of my next command phase, as long as the unit doing it is still in range and is not battle shocked. But also Cadre Fireblade units completed at the end of the turn. So that's this squad over here. That's why I brought them actually. So they might be trying to make a break.
Yeah, they need to get over there.
That might be happening at some point.
Well, shoot.
Yeah,
I really needed to kill those Pathfinders.
Pathfinders, kind of they were doing.
They did their job.
They did their job. All right, so you've got this guy here. He has fly. He's a tempting target for the Sky Ray. I guess Terminator is also just good targets for big damage, multi-damage shots. Okay. Let me move the Sky Ray out. We'll go there, unless, that makes sense. Are we saying we can see over this guy?
Yeah, I think so. We talked about
it
these
being like a
ruins, and those are just, I would think those are just obstacles.
Yeah, I'm not sure I can actually see over it.
Yeah, I mean, still need line of sight.
Yeah, I can see like the top of your smoke, but I don't think that is smart to just shoot the top of your smoke, you know. But he'll be able to shoot over here if he
Yeah.
needs to. And actually, he had a little extra movement. If he goes there, then he could see around the edge at
Into the blight
into
wards.
the
Yeah.
Blood Lords. And actually, maybe even the hauler. No, not quite. Okay, cool. Let's. Do you want to Overwatch me at all?
I have a feeling this Plague Marine unit is in trouble. So, unfortunately, the Tallyman won't help him here because I think it only, because Overwatch can't be buffed. So, and the reroll, the hit roll that I have, the stratagem is only in my shooting phase, but I think it's still
Oh, sorry.
worth killing a few carnivores.
I'm gonna back these guys. This guy moves fast, right?
He's 10-inch. Yeah.
I'm gonna back up these guys. And he's a melee dude, right?
Yeah, he's all melee.
Actually, I'm gonna run them backwards.
On second thought,
I'm gonna run really fast
Yeah.
backwards. He has fly too. Right? Yeah, he's a fly guy. Okay. Yeah, sorry. All right, movement phase is done. Do you want to Overwatch me? I guess we.
I do have 3 CP. You know, the thing is, I'm only going to end up killing. Well, I guess I could do it against the Ragers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might actually be the.
Could do.
Yeah, that might actually be the play there. Yeah, we're going to do it against the Ragers.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend a CP. And we'll start with the plasma guns.
Is this the Plague Marines here?
Yeah.
Into the Krutox Rampagers.
Yes,
All
or
right.
Rampagers. Yes. We do.
I mean, I like Ragers too. That works.
The pistol looks like it's just in.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, so we're going to overcharge everything.
Overcharge.
So it's going to be 7 total shots.
Okay.
So I'm looking for 6s. No help here.
Ooh.
Did get 3 6s.
That's pretty good.
And also those are lethals.
Okay, so you just
So
auto.
let's go right on through.
Looking for 5 up invulns.
Ooh,
Make
okay.
2 of them. How much
So
damage?
4 damage total.
Okay, alive on 1.
So I got to roll some. Well, we'll finish
Some
with the blight.
hazardous.
We'll do the blight launchers
Okay.
first.
Yep.
Nothing there.
Nothing from the blight launchers. Yeah.
And then we got bolters, which is going to be 10 shots. Still,
Oh,
those
very
are just,
nice. Very
just
nice.
5 lethal hits.
Oh, and these are lethal.
Yep.
Okay. Then 5s to save. You do
3
3
more.
damage. One
All
guy
right.
dies, and one guy takes 2
I
wounds.
think that was worth it. Now we'll see.
Yeah,
with the le-
definitely.
With the so the hazardous.
That was great.
So the 2 normal guys are fine. The champion dies. The Tallyman. It's fine. So we lost the fist. Where is
Dead
he?
champion.
This guy.
Wah wah.
He's dead.
Okay. Let's go into the shooting phase.
Oh, actually, oh no, he's probably out of range. And is he in line of sight? He is probably out of line of sight of those guys.
He's good. Yeah,
He's good?
yeah.
Okay. So I do also have hyper blight grenades from the,
It's 12 inches.
12 inches.
You are fine. Yeah, you got
All right.
range and line of sight.
Yep, okay. So we got Eldritch Putrefier, D6 shots, Blast, which doesn't matter. 6.
6 shots.
Okay. Still hitting on 6s.
Still hitting on 6s.
Yep. No, okay.
All right.
Could have been good.
So now we go into the shooting phase. I'm going to rectify my mistake from last round and start with the fire knives. They reroll all hits against an undamaged unit.
I did, I killed myself.
You killed a guy!
I killed myself
Dang
with haha!
Curses!
Failing my way to victory.
All right. So then actually it doesn't even matter. The order doesn't matter. So, but I've got some flexibility with other units. I don't have a lot of other options with the fire knife. So I'm going to shoot them first. Anyway, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then the commander is the red dice again. These are hitting on, so I'm going to guide them with the Pathfinders again.
Yep.
So these will hit on your stealth.
So
as
still stealth,
well. Yep. Okay. So these are +1, -1. The white dice will hit on 4s, the red dice on 3s.
Okay.
And I'm re-rolling 1s to hit.
Okay. I think I just rolled 2s and 3s. Yeah.
Okay. And then these are strength 7. Do you have a strat you want to use?
I'm not in range of the Blight Hauler
Okay.
to protect them, which might have been a tactical error.
So these are strength 7, so wounding you on 3s.
3s.
Yeah.
I don't know what it
And these
matters
are all AP 1/2 damage.
for. All right. Cover.
Ignore cover.
Oh, no cover.
Marker lights.
Marker lights. Yes. Ooh. Okay. Well,
There you
I
go.
save all but 2, so 2 guys die.
You guys die, yeah.
All right.
Pew pew.
So we'll pull.
All right.
The plasma guns might have done their job at this point.
The Lone Spear is going to throw his Blast Javelin, D6 shots. 2 shots. He'll hit on 3s, 4s rather, because you are +1, -1. So 1 hit, strength 10, so 2 to wound, 1 wound. I think it's AP 1.
If it is, I saved.
I think it's AP 1, 2 damage. Let me double check. I weirdly like the long gun more
Than the
usually
spear.
than the spear.
The strength 10 is important.
It's
in
AP
other stuff.
2.
Oh, okay. So
AP 2,
I
2
do.
damage.
I do lose a guy.
Oh, and it's blast.
Oh, then you would
How
have
many
gotten.
extra shots would I have?
When he shot, I still have 10. I have 9 guys, so you
So-
would have gotten 1
So
extra
1
shot.
extra
Yeah.
shot. Okay, here we go. Hitting on 4. Nope, doesn't matter.
All right.
Okay, but importantly, he hit with 1, which means that you are designated as a target of priority by the hunting pack. All right, next up. Do you have a character in these units down here?
No, they're both empty of
They're both
characters.
empty of characters. Okay. Let's go next with the front Krutox unit.
Okay.
They're all within rapid fire range. 1, 2, 3. 3 models with 4 shots a model. It's 12 shots hitting on 3s, but are 4s because you're stealth.
+1, -1. Yep.
+1, -1, but
Are you rerolling
rerolling
everything?
fail hits.
Everything.
Yep.
Woof.
Because of the Lone Spear and sustained
Yeah,
because
that's
you're
been
near
fantastic.
the sustained because you're near the
Woof.
greater Narlock. So we got 4 extras in there. And then these are strength 7.
Yep.
So winning you on 3s.
3s. All right.
And these are AP 1, 2 damage.
All right. Come on, guys.
You do get cover from here if you would like.
Yes, I will take that. Yes. So back to 3 ups.
Yep.
I still lose 4.
4. Yeah. You have to take models in cover, right?
Yeah. Oh wait. So who? Yeah. Who's in cover
Shot
from there?
from here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, they're going. He's got clean line of sight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's on the receiving end. So.
I think there's just probably the one guy who's in cover, but
yeah,
he's a character, right?
He's a character, so I couldn't
He
allocate him.
probably
anyway.
wouldn't have gotten cover.
Yeah, I
but
wouldn't
that's
have got
fine.
cover.
I don't think you rolled any. I'm not sure if you rolled any 3s, but I don't.
But either way, it's 4 guys.
It's 4 guys. It was a great roll
Yeah.
for me. It was a great roll for me.
Yeah.
Your roll was great for me.
You know, I try to please.
Yeah. Okay. And so now you are below half strength as
I am
well.
indeed.
Okay, okay. I'm going to shoot next with the second Krutox unit. They're not in rapid fire range, so I'm going to get half as many shots. Hitting you on 4s because of stealth. Re-rolling because of the Lone Spear. And then I don't get any sustain. These are strength 7, so winning you on 3s, but goes to 2s because you're now below half strength.
Okay.
AP1, 2 damage.
All right. I have to do these. So I'll do 2
Yeah,
at a
2
time.
at a time, yeah.
So the guys who are not in cover, they're dead.
They are dead.
And then the other 2 guys are in cover. So we can just roll these all the time now. So we're looking for the 3s will save. So
The 3s will
1
save,
takes 2 damage.
Yep.
And that will be the Tallyman. He gives me command
And they're
points.
separate units now, right?
They're separate units now.
Ugh. But I think, so I was talking with, I'm pretty sure the way this works is that I still get the Lone Spear buff on those guys for the remainder of the phase.
Is that the case? We can roll it one way or another.
It's as I understand it, that's the way Oath of Moment works. If you put Oath of Moment on somebody,
And then you kill the
and then
unit.
you kill the unit, the
it
body
goes to the.
it goes to the
the
character.
character?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what somebody was telling me.
Yeah,
They're
someone-
it works the same.
Someone in chat has a
Maybe
stronger opinion about it.
But
I do.
that's my understanding of how it works.
Yeah.
But I am certainly not an expert.
I'm not an expert either.
Curious
in
how
this case.
folks have played it. But yeah, so let's move on as if that is the case, and then chat if you have other thoughts on this, let us know. So I'll roll the Carnivore Squad here into the wounded character. So there's one model within rapid fire range. I'm going to roll the Warshaper first. He gets D3 + 1 shots with his sniper bow. So he gets 4 shots. He will hit on 4s, +1 -1, but he'll re-roll because of the Lone Spear. And then these are anti-infantry 3+.
All right.
Devastating. So he'll do 4 damage
Oh,
to
yeah.
you straight away.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's dead.
Cha-cha. All right, and the rest of the carnivore shots go into the sky. Okay. Rampagers, gonna rampage. Pistol shots. Do I have grenades? I don't have grenades. All right, let's roll 2 pistol shots at the Terminators. 4 pistol shots at the Terminators. And then these
All
are
right.
strength 4.
Okay, so yeah, 5s. Yep. AP?
No AP.
No AP. So 2 ups. Saved.
Cool. Skyray. He'll go at the lone character back here. And he'll be guided by the Pathfinders.
Okay.
So here's the 3 big shots. Oh gosh,
Oof.
that was all hit. These are strength 14, so 2s, and he'll re-roll his 1. He gets 1 targeting array re-roll.
Oh, okay.
So I'll wound. AP3.
Okay, in cover, so I'm on a 5-up save.
Ignore cover.
oh, no cover.
Yep.
So I'm on a 6-up save.
All right.
Okay.
2, 2. All right, D6 + 1 damage.
Okay. And he's dead.
7 damage.
Pulling apart.
A giant missile. All right. That is it for the shooting phase. Let's do charging. I'm going to go with the Rampagers into the Terminators. It looks like an 8. No, don't make it. Cool.
Okay.
So I'm doing an action over there, and it completes at the end of my next command phase. And that's it.
All right. So we are a little further along.
We're both going
We're
to get a
gonna
command point.
get a command
Going
point,
into
go to Death Guard turn 3.
Death Guard. Yeah, top of 3. Yeah.
All right. We might want to just switch sides here. So all my guys are
Yeah, why
over
don't you
there
come
now.
around?
Yeah, let's go ahead. All right. Yeah, so I'm in a little bit of a tighter spot here.
Yeah.
But I still have half my guys. I just need to get everyone on to bear on you as much as possible now.
And you've got charges this turn.
I've got a lot of charges
Yep.
this turn.
Yep, you weathered the storm.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna get in there. It's just a question of whether you can do enough damage and
Yeah.
what the objectives are.
Yeah,
that kind of
presumably you care about this one, so I need
Yeah.
to get in there and protect that somehow.
Maybe.
Also while doing my things. So my plan may have been here to
Ooh.
pivot. I'm
Uh-huh,
refusing
uh-huh.
flank by sacrificing an entire flank team. Just you can delete half my army, so I can refuse flank on this side. Yeah, so we're gonna get. Teleman's dead, so I don't have any command points to
No
generate. So
command
we just get
points,
right
yeah.
into, and I have no battle shock test to take, so we're just gonna get right into movement.
Was there any scoring?
Oh, Brad, you didn't do any action. You didn't do any action.
I didn't do any actions on my turn, so on my last turn.
Yeah, it was the way a lot of these missions are scored is they're like at the end of the game, check to see how many things you've done, and because they're secret objectives, it can be a little weird to
It varies from mission to
reveal it,
mission.
but it varies from mission to mission. Yeah, this one's a little bit cagey. All right, Terminator's going in. Terminator's
Yep.
going to terminate.
Their little 4-inch legs.
They're tall legs. They just move them very slowly. I think.
Yeah.
And you have your invincible warlord in there too, right?
Actually, I blocked these guys off, so
Oh, sure,
before I
yeah.
would have moved them, I would have
Yes,
moved these
of
guys.
course.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we'll actually back them up. Or actually, do I want to do that? These guys might be my button pushers. So
Ooh, more buttons to push.
yeah, they're actually going to go over here. Or they could go. I guess they could sneak through between. Yeah, they can sneak through between.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can move.
I can.
around.
I can daisy chain.
Also, this game has 2-inch coherency,
I know.
so
It's
you can fit big. You can fit 40mm bases
Yeah.
in between other units.
Sigmar has trained me.
Yeah.
Well, actually, and you can move through. I forgot you can also just straight up move through your own.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Man, there's
Yeah,
some
in fact-
differences between 9th and 10th that
Yeah.
I've still not fully internalized yet.
Actually, in that case, they're actually going to run. They're going to run this way. So
Okay.
he was back here. Yeah. So they would go 9 inches.
I keep wishing I could throw grenades in
Sounds
Overwatch.
I know.
That would be nice.
Wouldn't that be nice? Like pay a CP to Overwatch, and then pay another CP to grenades.
Man, that's a lot of CP.
It's a lot of CP, but it'd be good. It'd be good because grenades don't roll to hit, right?
Yeah.
Am I finally within 18 inches of you? Yes.
Da-da-da.
So, okay. Pretty quick movement.
Sorry, who are you trying to shoot with him?
We
Because the
will.
lone spear's a lone up.
Oh no, these guys.
Okay, yes.
The ones who've been dealing all the damage.
The ones who
The
have been
murder
completely
the
destroyed.
murder Krutoks. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we just go right on into shooting. We will start, I think, with the guys who won't otherwise be in range. If I start murdering things, yeah. So we're going to start with the unit of Deshroud,
Yep.
and they will just you're going to get spurted.
Oh, it's the spurting.
It's a spurting.
It's the spurting.
So my contagion range is now 9 inches, I believe.
Oh, it gets longer.
It gets longer as the game goes on.
Got it.
Yes, we're now at 9 inches. So it's going to be. So they'll be in contagion range. They'll be in
Yeah,
contagion range.
which
Okay.
reduces my toughness by
Reduces
one,
your
yeah.
toughness by 1. Yeah.
Okay. Don't love that.
So this is the number of shots.
Okay.
It's 12, 16, 21.
All right.
11.
I don't think I have any defensive strats I can use now.
And these are all, they're still only strength 3 because you're not
Right.
infantry.
But you're winning on 5s now rather than 6s.
Yeah,
my
because you're
toughness
toughness 5.
is 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. There you go.
All right. These are
No AP?
5 up imbones. Or do I have cover?
You would have. Oh, but I think I ignore cover.
You ignore cover.
Yeah,
you're
'cause
torn.
I'm-
We
'cause I'm
talked about
torn,
this
yeah.
already.
Yep.
All right. So 5 ups. I save 1, I take 6 wounds,
Ooh.
which is enough to kill a guy, and put the last one on 2.
2. Okay. We will shoot the. I have 3 CP. I should have 4 CP now. I don't think I used one in your turn. And you're at 3, right?
No, I thought I was at 2.
Oh, okay, so then maybe I'm also at 3.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
At the start of your turn, I think we both ticked. The
Yeah,
dice.
that was how we did. Okay. Okay. So the Blight Hauler is going to go into these Krutox Riders.
Okay.
It's going to put everything into it. So we start with a multi-melta.
Yep. And you're within 18, so there's no point
Oh,
in
actually,
me using my strat.
He also has a Bile Spurt.
Oh no!
Yeah, but it's only 12-inch range, so it's going to go into
Different
the. It's a different spurt.
So much spurting.
Although I kind of want to keep that guy alive, so I can.
So you can charge him.
I can charge him.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
I don't think I can. I choose to just not shoot a weapon.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. That doesn't come up very often.
You can't choose to like
Not fight.
Not
fight.
fight.
Yeah, but
right.
you can choose to not shoot. And
Right,
if you have
because,
if you have a gun with like 6 attacks, you can't choose to only shoot 3 of them.
Yeah, I know you can choose to not shoot one-shot weapons at least, right? Because you're not required
Oh
to
yeah.
use them.
Yeah. No, you don't have to shoot.
Multi-melta into the Krutox Riders. That will be 1 hit. Oh, I get. Oh no, you're not a vehicle. That is a wound. Minus 4.
AP
Any
5
ball?
up pinball.
Yep. Oh,
Aha,
okay.
nice.
Missile launcher on a 3. Yep. And then wounds on a 3. Yep.
Okay, 5 up pinball.
Oh man,
Ooh.
tanky.
Beast.
Oh, okay.
The
Okay.
5 up pinball is such a gambling trip. You're just like, all right, doesn't matter if it's a bolter or like, you saw it. I lost like a guy and a half to a bunch of flamers with no AP. And then he's just like shrugging off these multi-melta shots like it's nothing.
These guys are going to put everything. The Blightlord Terminators are going to put everything into the Krutox.
Right, okay.
What do we got? Who's rapid firing? We've got one in the back who's not. So it's
Okay.
going to be 10 shots total. And I'm going to go ahead and spend a CP to use one of my.
These are bolter type?
These are
direct fire
combi
guns?
bolters.
Gotcha.
So they are lethal hits.
Okay.
And I have a droning horror, 1 CP, Death Guard infantry, range attack, reroll hit roll 1. If it targets a unit in half range, you can reroll hit roll instead. So they're rerolling all hits.
Okay. Rerolling all hits.
Yeah.
Love it.
So 3s.
All right.
This isn't the most effective unit to use it on, but
Yeah,
this
but
is the
it's
unit I've got.
still a unit.
Oh shoot, there's a lot of 6s there.
Yeah.
So
And 5s too.
those
right?
are not 5s
Okay.
in this case. 'cause
These are
that-
lethal?
That was the character that was doing that, and then 5s and 6s. So
So 5 total.
yep.
Looking at 5 up emeralds per our previous conversation.
All right.
This was at the normal Krutox.
Normal
right?
Krutox.
So they have 5 wounds. They start with 5 wounds. So there's a guy on 1.
Got a blight launcher in that same unit.
Okay.
3s. Rerolling. Okay. And that's just lethal.
Just lethal.
Yep.
5 up. 5 up.
5 up. Oh, okay.
How much
2,
damage?
2 damage.
It doesn't matter because he only has 1 wound remaining. He's
All right.
dead.
He's dead. I killed Krutox.
Dead.
Little victories. Little victories.
Teeny tiny victories even.
Yes, the tiniest of victories. I think that actually might be all of my shooting. There's grenades I could do with these guys, but their only real target is into the guy I kind of need to live as my
Yeah.
springboard.
Sorry, that wasn't a jab at the size of your victory, Brad. There's one of our Discord
I'm confident
members,
in the
his
size
name-
of my victory.
Her name is Teeny Tiny Victories.
All right. I think we're going to go into charges.
Okay.
Okay. We will start with the Death Row Terminators
Okay.
going into.
I think I'm in danger.
You might indeed be in danger. I kind of want a medium-sized roll here. I want to connect, but I want to let I need space for the 6-inch pile-in stratagem to do some work.
Okay.
So 5, I don't think. Ooh, that might actually be perfect, or it might be
This
just.
is with the Terminators?
Yeah. No, not enough.
Oh, wait, but These Terminators?
No,
or
these
those-
guys, the
those
Death
are
Shroud.
Death Shroud, okay.
I need to re-roll that.
CP.
So spend me a CP. This is my second.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, you're spending.
Spending my CP
Yeah.
to reroll your...
I'm
You're
down to
such a
one
nice
CP
guy.
now. 7 will do
Seven,
it.
there you go.
7 will do it. Actually, 7 is, I think, perfect.
Exactly. perfect.
Somewhere here, there's a 7.
There you go.
Thank you. Because it gets that guy in contact, and everyone else is behind him,
Yep.
and that'll let me use that stratagem. Now, I'd also like to
Slingshot,
get this other unit in, but now they're going to charge just the carnivores, I think,
Interesting.
and I'll let the Death Shroud. And here I'm actually looking for a long bomb charge.
Yeah,
Because what I want to
big
do is get
numbers?
them like right here.
Right, big numbers, big
Yeah,
numbers.
big numbies. That is not.
Not a big number.
So that would have gone into him, but I didn't want to go into him because then I would block these guys. So,
What about your mower?
mower? Yes, mower wants to go into the Sky Ray.
The mower wants to trim your bushes.
Let's see. I heard there's some flesh bushes back here.
Fleshy bushes.
It's
They're-
8 inches into
They're overgrown too.
the breachers. Yeah.
Yeah. What is it into the? It's
It's like a
anti-vehicle, right?
6.
No, it's just
No,
to its
no. It
hull.
really wants to mulch Space Marines.
It's just into its. It's just the hull, so it's like a 5-inch charge there. You just need to get to its hull.
Okay. It's not going to be terribly effective against the Sky Ray.
Oh.
It'd really be great to kill these guys.
Gotcha. Well, you could. I'm trying to tempt you into charging the Sky Ray.
I mean, that's
Sometimes
not.
it
It's still
working?
not. It gets me into position. It's
Right.
not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, you say.
It's probably better to go for the easier charge.
Is it?
So I think so.
I don't know. I'm trying to. I want you to charge the Sky Ray rather than the breach.
Other than the breachers, thing is, it's only going to be like a 40%.
What is it? It's like an 8.
It's like it's an 8.
It's an 8. Okay. And you already used your reroll with their CP.
Yep.
I don't know.
Let's go. Let's go into the breachers.
Breachers?
I need to reach for the ring.
Yeah. Okay. There you
Hey.
go.
All right.
9 inches. All right. So you're
go
gonna
around.
mow all the flesh.
Yep. They're not happy about it.
There will not be any flesh bushes left unmowed.
It's upsetting. Okay, so we go. I have some. Yeah, I've got my one last CP. I'm going to go ahead and use it on the Death Shroud Terminators,
Okay.
and it is called. It is called something. Enervating Onslaught. No, that's a Mortal Wounds thing. Vermin Cloud.
Okay.
Till the end of the phase, yeah, 6-inch pile in and consolidate instead of 3. So
Nice.
that's 9, not 6.
That's great.
Really important for that extra movement. So yeah, he's gonna slingshot around here to there. Whoa, that was pretty
Tree
cool.
down.
Tree.
The tree got mowed.
3 casualties.
The flesh mower went through the tree and knocked it down. All right. So I was contemplating heroically intervening with that unit. I decided not to, and then you went and tagged him in anyway.
I need to just maximize my
Right.
frontage here at this point.
Right.
Thank you. All right, so I'm down to 0 TP.
Yep.
Gonna fight with these guys. So we are going to send. I think I can only put. Oh, I have to be base-to-base contact with someone who's in engagement range, right?
Base to base is someone who's in base to base, as I understand it. I'm looking at John, who plays orcs and understands.
Yes.
base.
Is that the case?
He's nodding vigorously.
Everybody must be touchy-touchy these days.
Okay. So I'll actually have a bunch of guys then that can't fight.
Well, you
I'm
can
understanding.
with your pile-in, you can.
But that was my pile in.
I know, but you could have made it so.
Oh,
that
I see.
you
So I
were-
touched this guy.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So, yeah. So I won't actually be able to fight those
like
guys.
if you want to string this guy out a little bit, so
Yeah.
then he can fight here,
Yeah.
but he wouldn't be able to fight here because he's
Yeah.
not in base.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
All of these guys could fight.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm. Gonna
Or
do.
actually, what you can do, or no, never mind. Yeah, even if this guy is touching here, he can't fight through this guy because this guy's.
He's
in
not
base.
touching. Yeah.
So you'll.
I'm just thinking of the value then
You'll
of actually.
all kill the Krutox, and then one guy will go into him.
Is it even worth bringing those guys in then?
You're gonna make me use fallback, spend a CP to fallback, shoot, and charge in my.
Well, that's
next
true,
turn.
and they are. That
Yeah.
does inconvenience your. Yeah. Well, it only makes you spend CP. I want to kill him.
There you go. I mean, and one Terminator.
Yeah, he's
With
got
his-
6 sweet.
He's
got a
going to
sweep
kill
attack, 6.
3, 4,
Yeah,
5.
all right. Because this is going to be overkill
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. We'll send the
And after you kill them, then you'll pile all these
I'll
guys
pile
on
another
another
6.
right?
True,
So
true.
that's actually super useful.
yeah, that is that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
So we're going to send the one guy with the sweep into the carnivores.
Okay.
So this is going to be hitting on, I think.
And then I'll just pick up the Rampager. I have no
Yeah,
delusions
I have
about
ability
his
and my warlord.
ability to
Yeah.
do anything in that.
So
fight.
2s. Ooh, 3 1s.
Does
And
the 6 do
oh,
anything?
6 does something. That's lethal hits.
Okay.
And then 2 more wounds. So 3
Okay.
wounds. No AP.
Looking for 6s here. Nope, they're dead. 3 dead.
Sweep 3.
3 dead crudies.
And then you said you just want to pick up the Rampager.
Yeah, I'll pick up
Okay.
the Rampager. Yeah. Call him an Uber, as we say.
All right. So then, yes, I will use my 6-inch consolidate.
To clog up the works.
Which gives you a free, kind of a free hit back here, but it forms a roadblock.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a roadblock that's made out of 6 Death Shroud Terminators and an unkillable Warlord. All right, so I've got 7.
Oh, I still got the bullet drone here.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go for
We're
it.
gonna mulch some breachers. What does the flesh mower actually do, ladies and gentlemen?
Spoiler alert.
Beside it mows
It mows flesh.
10 attacks. This is hitting on 3s, lethal hits,
Okay. That's a lot of hits. Some lethals.
and then this is gonna be winning on 2, strength 7.
I have a drone that makes you -1 to wound.
Oh,
but,
okay. Well,
you
winning on
did roll
3s.
any 2s. What's the AP?
Maybe 1.
Okay, looking for 5s here. At
2
least
damage for what
4.
it's worth.
Nope.
Who do you want to pull?
We can switch sides, I
Okay.
think.
All right.
I don't know that it matters so much. I'll pull the guys that are around the corner here.
All right.
All right, and then you did all your fighting, right?
Yeah,
That's it. Okay.
that's me done. So you got some carnivores.
So yeah, let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 into the Terminators hitting on. Are you wounded at all?
Terminators are full strength.
Okay, 3s to hit. Man, it sucks hitting on 3s. I hate this game.
No sustained or anything.
No sustain. And these are strength 4,
Yep.
so,
So 5s,
2 wounds, no AP.
2 ups. Oh, I do take a wound. Oh,
And then here's the Shaper.
I've learned to not like taking wounds.
1 wound, no AP.
All right. Yeah. 2 up. Oh, 2 damage total.
But it doesn't, I don't actually get my buff until I've killed a guy.
Right. Right. Because that is how we calculate strength. Okay. And then
Cool.
you got some breachers.
Oh, and then I've got
with
breachers.
some gun butts.
Yep. I've got 6, 7 dudes. 3, 4, 6 of whom are normal dudes who hit on 5s and are strength 3. So that weirdly will wound. No AP.
3 up. Oh, actually, where's the 2 up? It is a 3 up. So you do damage.
What? A breacher in melee. Counter Fireblade gets 3 attacks. He hits on 4s because he's slightly better. But he's also strength 3.
Oh.
Two wounds.
3 ups.
No AP.
Okay, save that one.
Right.
Can you put those on the drone?
Yeah. All right. Cool. I am clogged up. You have successfully clogged up the middle. That's my job as a troop player. I'm supposed to be clogging up the middle. All right. So that'll. Did you? Is there any scoring to be
Didn't
done?
have any actions.
No actions. Okay.
This is a setup turn. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Going into bottom of 3 then.
Yep, we're going into Tau.
We'll both get a command point. So you'll go up to 1. I'll go up to 3. I I've got a battle shock test to take on these Pathfinders. They are battle shocked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they did their important thing. So maybe it doesn't matter so much, but we'll see. Is there anyone else who's battle shocked? Breachers are okay. Those carnivores over there, okay. I think, yeah, that's it. And you've killed all the rampagers. So let's go into the command phase is done. Let's go into the movement phase. These Terminators in the middle are being a pain in the butt. Let's we got to do something about those. I think so. I'm gonna use a strat called, I don't remember what it's called. It gives me fallback shooting charge on these carnivores here.
Okay.
And because the War Shaper is in that unit, they can do it for 0 CP. They can,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have not been using his do a strat for free at all because it's not been relevant, but now it's relevant. So he's going to do that. And then I've got to kill. I'm going to fall back over here as well. Not going to be able to shoot on the turn I fall back with these breachers, but need to get you unengaged so that I can shoot you with this Sky Ray. All right, then, and actually I might try to charge you with the Sky Ray as well, using this Greater Narlock, although as we said before, the middle is decidedly clogged, so it's a little unfortunate. Okay, so I will move the Sky Ray over here. He's got line of sight around the back of the rock formation. And then the Greater Narlock will stage. Actually, if he goes, he has a 9-inch move. Can he fit through these trees? He cannot. His base is too big. He actually is supposed to come with a 60mm base.
Oh, I don't even know how that's possible.
You can't fit him. He doesn't fit on the base. It's like too
goofy.
big. You can fit 1 foot on the base. Like literally both feet do not fit on the base. All right, then the rest of these guys. Okay. I'm going to go 7 inches over here. Pathfinders are battle shocked, so they're going to run actually. Is that true, or do they just want to stand still and shoot a Terminator in the face? Might be interesting. He's got a rail rifle in the unit. Could be fun. I kind of want to get these Krutoks in there though. And now I'm going to fall back. I'm going to move these guys backwards so that they can make way for the Krutoks. Oh, and then these guys are falling back. Using the stratagem for free for 0 CP.
Looks like we got some Maelstrom Mixers in the chat. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys too. It's going to be a lot of fun next week.
Yeah, are folks in chat are coming?
There's a few people.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, it's a cool event, and it's fun to get to meet folks in person that we've interacted with online. All right, Krutoks coming in.
All right, since you've freed me up there.
Oh, you've got
I'm gonna
Overwatch, right?
some Krutoks.
Oh my gosh.
Granted, I'm only winning on 6s. I don't have the.
You could Overwatch the infantry unit. if you
Yeah.
want.
I could, but I think the
They're not
Krutoks
the real
are probably a
damage
little higher
dealers,
value.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. At least it gets that CP out of you.
Yeah, so it will mean that I'm down to 0 CP.
Okay.
And
Ouch.
yeah,
Ouch.
we got
That's painful.
76. The Lure Contagion doesn't have a shooting attack, so it's just going to be the the death shroud.
Gonna spurt all over me.
Yep. So you're getting. It wasn't great. It was a mixed bag. 10,
Okay.
16, 20, 24. Which I think actually might be close to the average, or maybe a little bit better. 7, 10, 20, 24. So you're toughness 6, right? Oh, you're toughness 5 now.
But there's 5
Because you're in contagion range.
Yeah.
So it'll be 5 to wound.
5 to wound, yep.
It's, again, a very split roll. 1s, 2s, and 5s.
All right, sorry, I'm
Yep.
just doing some other movement while you are rolling those. I'll get back over there in a sec. I forgot to mention, these guys at the end of my command phase finished activating the beacon over here. So this
So we have one
transmitter
beacon.
array has had
Yep.
a message loaded into it, ready to be sent.
So you got 9 wounds
Okay,
there.
9 wounds.
9 wounds
Oh,
at
no.
no AP.
Oh no. Are these cover?
It was
Do I
a good
get
roll. They're no cover.
cover? Ignore cover. Okay.
Still, it was a very good roll.
I take 4 damage,
Yep.
which is not enough
Didn't
to kill
quite
a guy.
kill a guy.
Awesome.
Bummer.
Awesome. Is the Terminators? Have they lost a model?
They haven't lost a model yet.
Okay. Which means that the fire knives will fire at full effectiveness against them. I'm advancing.
Oh,
my gosh.
That's a super cocked.
I'm advancing
Oh,
these guys
hey.
6, so they're going 18 inches. Okay.
All right.
Missiles in the back. Okay. Very nice. Is there any other movement that I want to do? No, I think that's it. Let's go on into the shooting phase. I'm going to start with the fire knives shooting into the Terminators before you lose a guy. Finally get to use their rule properly, rerolling all hits instead. So normally they reroll 1s to hit, but when shooting at a target that's at starting strength, they reroll all hits. So again, the red dice will be the commander and hit 1 better. You are still stealth, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the Pathfinders I don't think battle shocked units can guide.
That sounds right.
So, and I'm not sure if the breachers can guide either. Let me.
Because they fell back.
Because they fell back. Let me read the rule. You have to be eligible to shoot. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So it's just the Sky Ray. So I'm gonna guide. I'm weirdly gonna guide the crisis unit with the Sky Ray.
Yep.
So here we go. Hitting on 3s and 4s because you're stealth. 3s on the white dice.
Do you have any rerolls?
Yeah, full rerolls.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
4s on the white dice. Cool. Then rerolling.
Ooh.
That's everything.
Stealth.
Nothing sustained.
The flies are not helping out.
We've calibrated our targeters.
Yeah, you're like, we can
To
screen
ignore
out.
flies.
Yes, exactly.
These are strength 7, your T6, right?
Yes. Oh, but -1 to
But-
wound because your strength is higher.
Because, so
Death
when you
shroud.
on 4s.
Yes.
Then, huh? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Got no shenanigans
That helped a
there.
lot.
AP 1,
Okay.
2 damage.
Freeze. No cover here because we're all wide out in the open. Ooh, okay.
Oh, wow.
1 guy dead. Oh, actually, 1 guy dead. 2 guy dead. 3 guy dead.
Oh, wow.
Floating wound there.
That was good shooting
Yep.
from the missiles. All right. Whew, that was amazing. Let's do the. And you have your unkillable character in there too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Lone Spear is going to shoot the unkillable the Terminator unit.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the number of shots. It's 4 shots. Does blast help me here? You have 4
I
models
only
in
have
the
4,
unit,
so nope.
so nothing. These are +1, -1.
Yep.
Because of stealth. So
Ooh,
fours.
that one's cocked. You can,
So one
One.
hit. Your T6, so
so the would be freeze, but
when
to
it goes
4s
to a
because
4.
of yep.
Nope, doesn't
All
work.
right.
But we do get the Lone Spear buff off, which is nice. You start at 7 models, is that right?
Yes.
So you're not below
Nope.
half strength yet. Okay. I'll go next with the Carnivore unit here that fell back. I'm going to start by rolling the Warshaper with his precision anti-infantry bow. He gets D3 plus 1 attack, so this will be 3 attacks. He hits on 4s, goes to 3s because, but back to 4s because of stealth, but rerolling because of the Lone Spear. Okay, so 3 hits,
All right.
and then these are anti-infantry 3 plus 2, and I'm just going to kill a normal. How many wounds does he have?
6.
6. Yeah, so I'm just going to kill a normal.
They're
torpedo.
also
They're
devastating.
devastating, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Anti-infantry and devastating, yeah. Cool. And then there are 7 normal carnivores. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and these will hit on 4s because +1 -1, but re-rolling.
Oof. Man, that's hot.
Yeah. The Greater Narlock moved away, so I don't have sustained anymore.
Okay.
But these are strength 4,
So 5s.
so 5s. Yeah.
Okay. 2.
2, yeah, just 2.
No AP.
No AP.
Oh, so of course.
Oh my gosh.
Take 2.
Oh my gosh. All right. The Pathfinders that fell back, I'll shoot them next. They didn't fall back.
They didn't fall back. They just walked
moved
back. Yeah.
backwards.
Yeah.
But actually, yeah, which means they can't guide, so there's no point in waiting with them. Here's the Shazui, his carbine. He hits with 1, and strength 5 doesn't wound. There's a burst cannon from the drone that's attached. He gets 1 hit, doesn't wound, and then there's 2 pulse carbines. 3 hits. These are strength 5, but twin linked. So 1 wound, no AP.
2 up. Come on. There you
Okay.
go. Made it.
And then let's do, actually, I could grenades. Yeah, grenades. From a Krutox, one of these Krutox units here.
Ooh.
Roll this one.
We're
5
looking
mortal
for-
wounds.
Oh man. Okay. That's the unit.
That's
dead,
all of them.
And then
Oh, gosh.
1 on the.
1 on the guy.
Yeah.
Actually, the 1 on the guy is a big deal, because it means he's now below starting strength.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, then Krutox, the big Krutox unit here. 1, 2, 3. Actually, the Skyray hasn't shot yet. I'm going to do the Skyray next.
Yep.
Here we go, hitting on 4s, so I'm not guided. I'll use my 1 targeting array reroll here. Okay, and then these are strength 14, so on 3 or 2, but -1, right, to be wounded?
Yep. Oh, not anymore, because
not
the unit's
anymore.
dead.
Okay, so 2 wounds at AP 3.
So 4 up and vulnerable. Saved.
Bam! He cares not about giant missiles. What about little missiles? Does he care about little missiles? I always struggle to remember whether the little missiles hit on 5s or 4s.
Right. Are they drones shooting or are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart missile system hits on 4s.
Okay.
But you are
But -1.
-1, right? Because
Yep.
stealth. So that's a wound. No AP.
2 up. 2 up. Saved.
Okay, cool. So that was the Skyray. Then we'll do the first unit of Krutox. Hitting on 4s, +1, -1. And re-rolling with the Lone Spear buff. And these guys are not within range, so we don't get sustain. And then these are strength 7. So
Yeah.
on 4s?
3s now.
3s, okay.
No, sorry, I'm talking to 7. I think I'm talking to 6. Toughness is 6, yes. 3s.
Okay.
Oh, everything was?
AP 1, 2 damage.
All right. Come on, 3-ups.
3s.
Okay,
Oh,
failed
yeah,
one.
not bad. 2
Yep.
damage.
Yep. So he's down to 3.
And if I don't kill him this phase,
he
he
goes
will
back to
heal
full.
back up.
Yeah, he's a beast of
I
Nurgle.
can't charge him and finish him off. I've got to, it's all or nothing. Okay, I'm going to try it though, because that would be amazing. The next guy will, so the next unit of Krutox will shoot into him. These are on 4s. I think I got too greedy, Brad.
Oh.
I got too
Yeah,
greedy.
no wounds.
No wound, right.
Oh, okay.
I've got these guys here. They can try, but honestly, they'd have to get real lucky. They're all within rapid fire range, but they also don't really have anything else interesting to shoot. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2,
Can always be
3,
lucky.
4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I've been forgetting to do this, but one of the guys in the squad has a grenade launcher, which has D6 shots, which in this case...
It's the same stat line as
is-
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same stat line, yeah.
So 5s?
Nope, you're still below starting strength, so +1, -1.
Okay, yeah, plus 1.
4s.
Yep.
But I do re-roll.
Oh, and there were those. Yeah.
Okay. And then these are 5s to wound.
All right.
Looks like 5.
Looks like 5. 2-ups.
2s. Stranger things have
Hey.
happened.
Oh, hit
But-
them
okay,
inbones.
Cool.
Could have been las cannons.
All right, gonna heal all those wounds back
Yep.
up. That's gonna be painful.
Yeah.
All right, I am done with shooting.
Yeah, he goes back to full
He's
health.
back to full.
That's only a 10-point
What?
enhancement, by the way.
That's so good. I love it.
They put that
All right.
on a Demon Prince. Get him out there and...
All right, I'm gonna charge you in a couple spots. I'm gonna start here with the Greater Narlock into the Flesh Maurer. He's like, "Don't you pick on my little friend." That's what Greater Narlock sounds.
That is actually, they talk like, yeah. That's,
Talk like that. And then the first this unit of 2 Krutox here is going to charge the Warlord. They get it.
all right.
Cool. And then
Going with the other guys?
yeah, going in with the next Krutox unit. 7. I feel like there's some nuance to the charge. Like I have to get base to base if I can, right?
Yes, yeah.
So if I wanted to leave space
But
for
you
this
could
other
like,
unit,
you could like move the guy, yeah. You can, if you move a guy first to block the guys behind him, you can kind of manipulate it a little bit. but,
Gotcha.
yeah.
I'm gonna go in with the Lone Spear, I think. I mean, it's either that or the Carnivores. I'm gonna do the Carnivores.
Okay.
8. Okay.
They do it.
All right. So I'm just gonna get 3 Carnivores in range to fight, in addition to the character. And the rest of these guys
Just kind of
will
pile in back there.
gum up the works. Two can play that game, gumming up the works. Okay. Cool. You have no CP.
Nope.
I have 2 CP. I'm going to activate the unit of carnivores first, and I'm going to spend a CP. I'm going to use a stratagem here. I want to read what it's called because I always forget. So it's called a trap well laid. In the shooting phase or fight phase, one unit from your army that's not been selected to shoot or fight. After the unit resolves its attacks, select an enemy unit that was hit by one or more of those attacks. For the rest of the phase, each time a crew model in your army makes an attack that targets that enemy unit, improve the AP of that attack by 1. So what's going to happen is I'm spending it to activate, when these carnivores activate, they're going to fight as normal, but then everyone else in the fight will get +1 AP.
Yes, right. Cool.
So I'm going to do that.
Yep.
Do you have any, or you don't have any stress?
I don't stress.
All right, here's the character. He hits on 2s, and he wounds on
Doing a
5s. Strength 5.
So
no AP.
No AP, so 2 ups. Saved.
All right, and then the carnivores. You're unwounded, so I'm
Yep.
hitting you on 3s, and wounding you on
5s again.
Yeah.
Yep. 2s again.
2s.
Saved.
Cool. All right. So here we go with the small unit of Krutox.
Yep.
4 attacks per model on the mounts. So these, again, unwounded. Oh, you know what I was forgetting? The Lone Spear buff applies here, so I'm rerolling failed hit rolls. But
Okay.
that's all right. All I cared about, I wasn't likely to do much damage
Yeah.
with those carnivore attacks. But here's the real meat and potatoes. These guys are hitting on 3s because you're unwounded, but Lone Spear says rerolls, no sustained. So, but these are strength 6, so when you on 4s.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
3 at
3.
AP 2 now.
All right.
For 2 damage.
So 4 up, save, 4 invulnerable.
Yep.
Saved them all.
Nice.
Thank
Okay.
it is the glorious last stand of the, well, or maybe, hopefully not the last stand.
Yeah, he
Hopefully
might
the-
clear out all these guys
hopefully
and
the
then
endless
just go
stand.
to win you the game. Yeah. All right. I gotta kill them all now here with this last unit of Krutox, or else he's gonna heal all the way back up. Okay.
Is this the smaller unit?
No, this is the bigger unit now.
Okay.
And you know what? I didn't roll the guys on top either.
Okay.
I mean, these are all hits. Let me
Yeah.
go back and re-roll the guys on top
Yep.
because it might matter.
It might matter for wounded, not
For
wounded.
winning you. Yeah, so these are hitting on 3s, but re-rolling from Lone Spear. And then these are strength 4, so winning you on
But-
5s.
But Lance, right?
No, not lands.
Oh,
Only on the
no, 'cause they're not
only on the
rampagers. Yeah.
Just the one,
No AP?
no AP.
Go.
Okay.
Saved.
So it doesn't matter. These are hits, rolling to wound on 4s. This is now the big Krutox unit. Rolling to wound on 4s. Okay, these are
Okay.
AP 2 for
Two.
2 damage.
4 up,
Give me a
saves.
sea of 1s and 2s. That's 6 damage.
I don't have a command point.
Does he have, how many wounds does he have? Does
He has 6.
Oh my gosh.
He
does
dies.
He
So
dies.
he gets his last revenge. So
he fights on death?
no, but when he loses a wound on a 4+, he deals a mortal wound back.
Okay. okay.
So you're being splashed with the maggots.
Splashed with maggots. No, not the maggots.
So 3 mortal wounds on the big unit,
Okay.
which
they
did
had
kill a
taken-
guy. Yeah,
Taken 1, and then, yeah, this guy
but he does go down.
goes
Oh,
down.
I need that one more save.
Killed by an angry,
Or Flash of the Teleporter.
Gorilla.
He's going to show up later.
That's right.
In the event.
he gets teleported just like a Stormcast.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
beam me up.
He gets reforged
All right.
in the envelope.
Reforged.
The envelope
Yeah.
of larva.
All right, then we've got this fight over here. This guy is a lot scarier than he, or is much less scary than he looks. He has 4 attacks. You are below starting strength, so I'll get +1 to hit, so I'll hit you on 2s. He is strength 7. What's your toughness?
Toughness is 9, I believe.
9. All right, so I'll win you on
Double check.
5s.
I'm sure it's 5s, but I'll just double check.
All right, he does nothing.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, toughness 9.
Cool, fight me back.
I will hit him back with 10 attacks from the flesh mower. On 3s
Okay.
with lethal.
Lethal's
Bunch of
good.
1s and 2s, but 1 lethal.
He's T8.
And that is going to be a strength 7, so 2 more wounds. So 3 at -1.
Okay, he has 4 up armor, so 5 up armor save.
okay. Doesn't care.
Dinosaur on Flesh Mower. This is the battle we all came here for.
He looks a lot like T-Rex from Toy Story.
does,
So
right?
he's
Yeah.
more like, hey, oh.
He's got little stubby front arms.
All right.
Well, I did not do any extra
actions.
actions. Like I said, at the start of the turn, I completed over there, but have not started any new ones. So we're going into top of 5.
Yeah. Okay. I got
Top
stuff
of 5?
to do.
Oh, sorry. Top
of
of 4.
4.
Top of
Okay, I was like, did I miss something?
Top of 4.
I need to blunt. It's going to be tough for me to do anything to these guys. And I'm sure you want to do something on that. But I don't know what. But you've still got this core in the center. It would help me a lot to just deal with the carnivores and the Krutoks.
Yeah,
Like,
just remove some assets.
just remove some assets. Maybe get some shots into these guys with the Blight Hauler. 'Cause he's better against vehicles. So
Okay.
that's a thing. So yeah, we'll get started with movement.
Okay.
It's pretty simple. The bloat drone can fall back and charge, so it's going to just.
Oh, nice.
I want to fly.
Why don't we
just
swap
over here.
sides?
Yeah. Let's do that. Okay. So it's just gonna.
And he's got fly too.
He's got fly. Yep. So I'll just
That's
go
why the
ahead.
Skyray wants to shoot him.
Um,
You don't want to fight my dinosaur? Okay.
nah.
He's like, I see flesh. You are not flesh. See you, Soups. Have a good night.
See you, Soups.
It is late in the
It's
British
getting,
Isles.
yeah.
I see. So you're skirting around,
Mm-hmm.
making your way over.
This thing is just going to move up. It can be there. The Plague Marines. Actually, you know what? I could do this. Do this in the right order. Do I want to move the Plague Marines over there or there? I feel like I'm going to need some help in the center, but at the same time, there's some button pushers and some other stuff that still would be useful to. I have a feeling that those are going to be. Well, you got lots of button pushers, and they're all in good places. Assuming that's what
Well, you
you
know
want.
I need to get over here. I don't really have anyone.
Right. So if I go over here, then I'm just kind of opening up a lane.
Yeah.
So it might be better to, even though I
Block the lane.
blocked the lane. Yeah. I mean, Plague Marines in combat when they're all kitted up for melee.
Yeah, they're
kind of no joke.
They're not bad,
So
especially against T3
Against-
Tau breachers, yeah.
yeah, against breachers. So
You'll have some fun. You'll have a good time.
hoping.
Oh, we both got a command point.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you yours. I'll take one for myself.
And we'll put that over there. Yeah, simple movement phase.
Okay.
So yeah, we can swap back if you want, or we could play it up from here.
Yeah.
Let's play it up from here.
Sure.
Yeah. So shooting. We'll start with the Blight Lord Terminator. So you got. They're two-man units now, right? Because the guy that died was part of this.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So there's kind of not. One is slightly more wounded.
Here, we'll do that just to separate them a little bit.
Okay. So we'll send everything from the Blightware Terminators into the slightly more wounded unit.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that. So we're all in rapid fire range. I'm gonna save my CP for other stuff.
Oh yeah,
we
one
have
CP. Yeah.
4 times 3 guys, so 12 shots. Hitting on 3s, lethal. Only one lethal,
Yeah. Okay.
but almost everything else hit.
Here you go.
And then wounding on 5s.
D6.
Yep. Oh, okay.
That's great.
There you go. 5 wounds.
AP doesn't matter because I have an invuln. 4 wounds. I take 4 wounds.
Okay.
So that'll kill a guy and take a wound off of the one remaining.
And we got the blight launcher left.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s, both hits, no lethals. Strength is 6. So it's gonna, we'll roll it. I think it's 4s. Oh, it doesn't matter.
There you go.
-2. -1 probably.
How much damage?
The 6 would have saved anyway, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 2 damage.
This is into the same squad, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay, we will. So him. Do I go into crew talks instead? Well, once I tie up the crew talks, I mean they're okay in combat, right? As established.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not bad. They don't
not
have
bad.
the charge mortals. They don't have sustained hits on the, and they don't have the guys on top don't have lance. But
Yeah. And what's do you have any defensive tricks with the fire knives?
no,
I assume they have shield drones, so they're
they're 5 wounds a
wounds?
model. Yeah.
yeah.
Their only weird defensive trick is, and actually I might have actually done it here, is that, because they reroll all hits against unwounded units, like they're actually halfway decent in Overwatch.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right.
But so that might have been an interesting Overwatch, but I forgot to declare it. So it's all right. We'll just,
Well. Yeah, I'm actually going to. Yeah, I feel like they're going to be a problem later. I got to do something. If we can remove one guy, that's a lot of firepower.
Yeah.
So it will send everything. I'm pretty sure I'm in 18-inch range with both.
okay.
Yes, just barely.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
so it's going to put its little spit
Yep.
into the last
Yep.
remaining crew talks, and then everything else into the
Sounds good.
So multi-melta, hitting on 3s.
Yeah. Hits.
No rerolls, and then it's +1 to wound, so just gonna be wounding on 2s.
Okay. I think I've got
Minus-
at least a guy in cover, so
Yep.
I'll take it on
-4.
cover guy. Oh my gosh.
It will give you a 6,
so it's
right?
a 6 up either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
Okay. How much
Not
damage?
in Melta, so D6. I need a good roll here. No, 3 damage.
Okay. He's got 2 left.
And then the missile launcher, hitting on 3s. No, that would have been good.
Okay.
We've got his little spit,
His spit into the croutons.
the bile spurt,
Yep.
3 shots,
Okay.
lethal hits. Just the 2 hits, and then this isn't actually a torrent, so
Oh right.
but it's strength 5.
Okay. 1
So
wound.
yep,
And then
no rend or no AP.
How much
Down to
damage?
1, just 1 damage.
1 remaining.
These guys don't. Oh well, though the leader does have a plasma gun, because he can always carry that. So we'll fire a plasma gun into the breachers.
Okay.
You know, if I kill a couple, make it charge a little bit longer. That's okay. So rapid firing, 1 hits, and it's not a lethal, but it wins on 2s. There you go. -2.
-2. Nope. Guy dies.
All right.
Yeah. You can just
You
pull the
want to
closest
pull
one.
a guy on the
Yeah.
closer? Yeah. There's 2 guys there, so. That is my shooting.
Okay.
So we go to charges. I've got one thing I want to check here. That is within an engagement range of that unit. Okay. So yeah, we're going to charge the Blightlord Terminators first.
Okay.
They're going to charge, I think just these 2 is all I
Okay.
really need to
The
do.
2 Crutox
The
units.
2 Crutox
Yeah.
units.
Sounds good.
Oh, that
That's
was
an 8.
8-inch. Okay.
Plenty.
Plenty.
Plenty of running distance.
There's an 8 here somewhere. There it is.
You got one?
Yeah, got it. So I think they can all get into base to base without wrapping around.
Yeah, I think so.
Lovely tree.
It's a fancy flail he's got.
Now I'm going to spend. Oh gosh, is it worth doing this? D6 for each model, +1, so it's going to be on 4s. Basically, I've got to impact hits.
Oh, okay.
But I have to pick a unit, and then it's each one of my models that's within engagement. So I'm going to be rolling 4 dice.
Yeah.
And then it could be mortal wounds on 4+.
Yeah.
But I'd really want to be killing that guy.
Why is that?
What's that?
You-
The wounded guy,
the
just
one
so I
guy?
can then focus on.
Oh, I
the
see.
other
Yeah, so you
unit.
could activate it and just do.
Yeah, I'd have to.
two
I'd only
dice.
be rolling 2 dice and hoping
Yeah.
I get 1 4+. Is that worth the CP?
I think you're gonna wipe them
With
even
this
without
combat,
this, even
yeah.
without the strat.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're right. I think you're right. These guys.
They hit hard, but they do not take a hit back. very
Yeah.
well. And they're halfway decent against shooting because they have either stealth or T6 and then the invuln save, but your invuln save goes to 6 up in melee, and melee attacks tend to be a lot stronger than shooting.
Yeah.
attacks generally.
Blightwords aren't the fightiest unit, but
Okay.
I surely could do 1 wound to
Yeah,
that guy.
I'm sure. Yeah.
So these guys are going to go into the other Plague Marine
Oh,
unit's
right,
going to
okay.
go into the Breachers.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm dead. I'm in danger.
Got a base if I can. So we'll do this. Keep him out of the Norlock. So yeah, actually be 2 ranks there. Okay. Ah. There we go.
Okay.
And do I send the Blight Hauler? Oh, I'm sorry. The Bloat Drone goes
Oh, Bloat Drone,
first. Yeah. It's just going to go into the Lone Spear.
Into the Lone Spear. Okay, interesting.
I think
Right.
so.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
so.
He might just die.
The Lone Spear or the
Yeah, you
Bloat
might
Drone?
just, you might kill him.
Yeah, hopefully.
He's not super.
He's
super
been pretty
tanky
valuable
either.
for you, so
Yeah,
I'd
totally.
like to.
The army kind of revolves around him.
Yeah.
If you get a chance to fight him, you should absolutely should.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, honestly, do I send this guy in? He doesn't do much in combat, but he does something.
It does tie things up
Does tie things up, and then he'd be in. Well, you can fall back with these guys
for a CP.
for
yeah.
CP. Well, you can fall back no matter what, but then you could fall back and charge with him.
Right. Right.
I'm going to send him in to the carnivores. All right.
Okay.
Okay. We will start with Blightware Terminators.
At the end of your charge phase,
Yep.
I'm going to pay a CP to countercharge with the Greater Narlock.
Oh, yes.
Heroic intervention.
Haha!
6 inches.
Brink?
Yep. Dinosaur fighting Plague Marines. Okay, cool.
I can fight him now.
You
but,
can, yep.
Yeah, which actually I've got some. What's his toughness?
E8. T8.
Oh, okay. I might actually. I'm strength 8. But kill the weakling breachers first.
Yeah,
And then
okay.
fight the Narlock.
Sure.
All right, we will start with the Blightware Terminators.
Okay.
So I'll put 2 guys into the one, because I just want to guarantee that
Yeah.
guy's dead.
All right.
And then the other 3 into the bigger unit.
Sounds good.
So I believe they're 4 attacks each. Yes.
Okay. 8 attacks.
So 8 attacks, hitting on 3s.
And my toughness is reduced by 1, right?
Your toughness is reduced by 1. Yep.
Is it 6s do anything?
They are lethal hits. Yes.
Okay.
And then strength is 5, so we're on 4s now.
And
'cause you're
fours to
minus
learn,
1.
yeah.
Oh, there you go. So just 3 lethal hits. Minus
These
2.
are hits. Looking for 6s here. Nope. How much damage?
1 damage.
All right. He's dead. You got him.
And then we have 2 more. Same story into the bigger unit.
You got 3 more. Oh, there's a character?
No, because there's these 2 guys. So they're only 4. He's got a special weapon,
Oh, okay.
so we roll that last. 3s, no lethals, and 4s.
Strength 6.
Oof. Okay, just 1. Minus 2.
Looking for a 6 up here. Nope.
And then the last we have
Damage.
the. I don't have it here. Just a moment.
Plague Flail.
Yes,
Is that what it's called? I just
it is.
guessed.
It is called a flail of corruption.
The spit pus flail ball.
6 attacks on 3s, lethal hits.
Squirt flail.
So there's one lethal hit,
Okay.
and then again strength 5, so 4s because your toughness
Okay.
produce. These are -1, 2 damage.
Oh, kill a guy.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I will consolidate these guys.
Okay, you're gonna touch the carnivore unit? Or carnivore
Well,
unit's
they are.
already
I think I
touched.
was already. Yeah.
Okay.
And I got other more.
yeah, I don't
fighters.
have 2 CP, so I can't interrupt.
Yep. So we'll do the against the breachers here.
Yep.
We've got some plague rings. So we have 2 guys with biotic weapons. 4 attacks each.
This is just a 5-man squad, right?
Yep.
How bad can it be?
Hopefully pretty bad.
Famous
3s.
last words.
1 lethal hit.
Okay.
And then this is going to be wounding
Your
on.
whole army has lethal melee. It's crazy.
Yeah, because it's all the plague stuff.
Yeah.
And then winning on 2s because it's strength 4, but you are toughness 2.
But Guardian Drone reduces
there you
your
go.
-1 to wound.
Okay, so there you go. These are -2.
Oh gosh. So I need 6s here. Nope, 3 die.
1 damage each. Yep. And
Can you
then
pull 3 models for me?
yes. And then we have 3 heavy plague weapons. It's 9 attacks. And these are hitting on 4s.
Heavy plague weapons.
Yeah, it's the catch-all for the fist, the flail, and
Oh,
the
I
big
see,
axe.
yeah. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man. Oh. Okay. 2 hit.
2 hit. All right.
No lethals,
So-
but winning on.
3s.
Yep.
Okay, 1 goes through.
Ouch.
AP
-2. Yep.
Oh, he saves.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Maybe I should have done
Sorry,
that.
the guy with the orange hat is the
Yeah.
character, attached character.
Okay. So maybe I should have done the impact hits with them.
Oh, they could have been
That
done
was
the
a
impact hits.
that was a massive width. Yeah, it's any infantry unit.
What's the how many do I have left there? Or
You
no,
have-
you have another
I've got the bloat drone.
flesh mower.
Yeah,
So,
and I've got this guy too.
yeah
So the flesh mower's got 10
bloat
attacks.
drone and a
Blight hauler.
blight hauler.
Bloat drone. Any minuses?
No,
So 1 lethal.
the lone spear is T5.
Okay. Because he's on a lizard.
He's on a lizard. Yeah, exactly. 1 lethal.
Yeah, 1 lethal. And then strength 7. You're actually T4 too, but it doesn't matter in this case. So there you go. These are -1.
Okay.
2 damage.
He's looking for 6s, and he needs some number of them to not die, which he didn't get. So
All right.
he's dead. Oh no! That flesh mower has been
Yeah.
he's been running rampage through the backfield.
Some neatly trimmed flesh. And then the last thing we've got is our little blight hauler. He's got 4 attacks with his gnashing maw.
Okay. Are you going into the Krutox or the carnivores?
Into the Krutox actually.
Okay.
Because well, you have 5 wounds each, right?
Yeah.
But you know it's no, let's go to the carnivores. It's better to kill
Carnivores,
some
okay.
some guys. Yep. Hit on 3s. Wound on 2s because of strength 6. And
Okay.
your toughness 2. -1.
Looking for 6s here. Nope.
1
too
damage
bad.
each.
All right. Yeah, let's. That's painful. You did the
Yeah, I did it.
you did some stuff
did
to
a
me
fair
in
amount
in the
there.
fight phase.
Yeah.
Can I do some stuff to you back?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna fight with the Greater Narlock over there. He's mad that you took a chunk out of his Tau friends. Not that mad apparently. You're not below starting strength, right?
No, I'm at full strength.
Then 1 wound, AP 1.
All right, 4 up save. Oh,
3 damage.
3 damage. I will kill 1 guy.
How many breachers are left over there?
2 and the.
2 and a character.
Yeah.
There's 2 breachers. Nope. Here's the character. He hits 3 times actually, and doesn't wound.
Okay.
And then these Kroot in the center. I've got a Rampager or a Krutox who's going to go at the mower or the hauler. Krutox into the hauler. Everything hits. These are strength 6, so 5s to wound. 2 wounds, AP 1 for 2 damage.
Into the hauler.
Yep.
So 4s. If I can get a dice in the tray. There you go. 1 goes through.
2 damage.
2 damage. All right.
And then I've got 3 Kroot, that carnivores that can go into the hauler. And the rest will go into the Terminators. These will now hit on 2s because you're below starting strength, but I need your T. What's your T? Toughness?
Toughness is 9.
9, so 1 wound. No AP.
3 ups. Saved.
All right. The Warshaper into the Terminators. Everything hits. These are strength 5, 2 wounds, no AP.
2 ups. Saved.
And then the remaining carnivores into the Terminators. Nothing.
All right.
Okay. All right. That about ends it, right?
Yeah.
For the.
So no actions
no
on my part.
actions,
So
okay.
no scoring. But I did manage to finally take
You
out,
put it-
almost entirely take out the Krutoks, which have
took a
been
chunk
a
out
pain
of
in
it, yeah.
in my rear for a while now.
All right. Let's switch sides again. We're going to go into Tau turn 4. I'm in a bit of a pickle in terms of not having assets and needing to get over here, which you already know about. And you've built a wall that I can't really get through. These guys have fly,
They
so
do
they
have
could
fly,
maybe
yeah. There may be
with a
a,
good advance, but I can't do an action after advancing.
yeah, so they would be a turn out.
Yeah. And my action completes at the start of my next turn, which is not super helpful. Actually, it kind of is. Actually, no, that is helpful. Actually, can I do it? Can I do it? I think I can do it. Man, I think I can do it. All right, I have a plan. All right, cool. Let's go. We both get a command point.
Yep.
Let me roll some battle shock tests. I've got 2 Pathfinders there.
Yep.
It'd be nice if they weren't battle shocked.
They're
They
good.
are not. The 1 Krutox there, he needs a battle shock test. He is battle shocked, but the Warshaper who's right next to them can point at him
You
and say,
"No, you're
"Don't
not."
be battle shocked." So he's going to do that at the end of the command phase.
Carnivores are fine, right?
Carnivores are above 50%.
Yep.
Carnivores are above 50%.
Breachers do.
Breachers, though, they need a battle shock test. They're fine.
They're fine.
They're fine. Now, this is important because I might want to fall back, and I don't want to
Yeah.
fall back
Just
and have to
fall
take
back and
desperate
die,
breakout.
yeah.
When you fall back, can you go through enemy units?
Only I think when you do a desperate breakout.
Got it.
And you can just choose to do that if you want.
Got it.
Um,
No, I don't think I'm going to choose to do that. But it's interesting. I can only fall back, shoot, and charge in one place. Okay. Okay, Pathfinders are going to stand still. They're going to mark a light and shoot. The Skyray, he's pretty happy with where he's at. He doesn't benefit from, he doesn't have heavy, so standing still doesn't help him, but it also doesn't hurt him. And he kind of has line of sight on everything. He can see everything. So maybe he'll just move backwards a little bit, just to, in case you want to charge him later, make it a little tougher.
yeah, he's got range wherever he wants to,
He
right?
can see the whole board, yeah. He can shoot the whole board. I mean, yeah. All right, these Kroot are going to come over here. Actually, before I move them, let me roll my advance roll for the fire knives. Another big 6.
Oh, nice.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Okay, so they're going to come over here, 18 inches. With fly, do a little loop-de-loop. And then, can I fit here? Not really. Maybe I could Switch these guys.
You
over.
would need to measure up and down these if you
Yeah,
crossed them, right?
I
So
thought
you
I
have
was
to go-
going this way.
Yeah.
But I think.
That would eat just a little bit of movement, I would think.
Yeah, I think I might just.
Or you could end
I
up. Yeah, you
actually
could-
don't. I actually don't need to go all the way over here. I can end them short. But no. I do need to. So I'll.
Yeah, you could end up on
I'll
top,
do
right?
this,
Yeah,
yeah.
easily.
Okay. There's like a vertical coherency, right? I think
Yeah,
it's
5 inches. That should
Okay,
be.
very
That's.
good.
We can count that as 5, whatever it is.
All right. I want to shoot these guys. This guy's a vehicle, so I can shoot him in combat, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't shoot the Terminators. And so I need to fall back in both places to shoot the Terminators. Which I do want to do. So let's move these guys, and then I'm going to do some falling back action here. I can only fall back and shoot and charge in one place.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely going to do that. I think probably with the Warshapers unit, with the Carnivores, because his anti-infantry devastating wounds gun has been really good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that.
Yep.
And he gets to do it for free.
Yep.
So he's going to fall back 7 inches to here, and then the Krutox will just fall back normally
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he could just step back.
to there. He won't be able to shoot or charge, but at least it frees up me to shoot at the Terminators, which I kind of want to do.
He was at full wounds, right? I didn't wound that last guy, did I?
The Krutox,
Yeah.
he's unwounded.
Yeah,
currently,
that's what I thought.
And then over here, the Breachers, they'll fall back. You said you can move through your own units?
You can move
in
through
this
your own
game?
units.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think any kind of move, pretty sure.
So they'll come over here. And they also cannot shoot or do anything on this turn because they're falling back, but they're mostly just trying to get out of dodge.
You left me a Narlock to fight.
Yeah. Haha, bait and switch. I present you with squishy breachers and
Surprise Narlock!
surprise no. All right. Let's go ahead and guide with the Pathfinders. All right, so shooting phase. Do you want to overwatch me at all?
I don't think... I have a stratagem that lets me re-roll all hits, but I think I'm going to use it in my shooting phase.
Okay.
So... No.
Okay.
No.
I'm going to start by shooting the Skyray at the Flesh Mower.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be guided by the Pathfinders. Here's his 3. You're not stealth, right? Yeah. You're not stealth.
No, the vehicles aren't stealth.
So 3's to hit.
Ooh!
I will reroll one of these.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Good talk. Here's his little missiles. He hits with 4 of them. These are strength 5. So no AP, 1 damage.
3s. Saved.
You are good. That was unfortunate. 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds there. Okay. What's the toughness on the 2 vehicles you've got here?
They're both toughness 9.
Both T9.
T9, 10 wounds each.
Okay. I need to focus I think I'm going to focus the Terminators. They're unwounded, right?
Yep.
Okay. The Pathfinders then will guide the Fire Knives into the Terminators.
All right, I will spend a CP. They're within 6 inches of the Blight Hauler.
Yep.
So now you're -1 to wound for attacks that are strength higher than my toughness.
Gotcha.
It's a really long-winded way of saying like new transhuman. basically.
Except if you were to wound on 2s, then
it becomes
then
3s.
it becomes 3s.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you hand me 2 more red dice?
Yes.
These are going to hit on
4s because it's +1
4s
right?
because
Yep.
stealth. Yeah. Yep, stealth. Make Actually, sorry. I'm rethinking my choice of target here. Sorry. Yeah, I think I'm going to go into the Terminators. Yeah. All right, here we go. So 4s to hit.
Any rerolls?
I'm re-rolling everything
Everything,
because you
okay.
are at starting strength.
Oh yeah. This keeps working against me.
All right, so these all hit.
Okay. Converted a few.
And then these are 4s to wound
Yep.
because of your stinky stratagem.
Pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah.
AP 1, 2 damage.
AP1. Still could be really bad, but let's hope that it's not.
Yep.
Okay, so I saved. I dropped 5, so it's going to be.
The 3 saves, right?
Oh, AP1. I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. So I dropped 4.
So you lose 2 guys.
So I lose 2 guys. That'll be that guy. That's the champion for what it's worth. Don't think it actually matters anymore.
I don't have a lone spear, so I don't have to worry about shooting him into
Yeah.
anything. But the carnivore unit that had the...
Was this something from one of your guys'? Floating counter? No. I think it might have been
No.
random because I didn't ruin the fire knives.
Yeah.
Yep.
No. Oh, no, you did win the fire knives.
I did. Yeah.
I think you
I
did...
did 3 damage.
3 damage
Yep.
to 1. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, the unit, the Warshapers unit, he's
Yep.
going to shoot the Terminators. He does D3 plus 1 attacks. He gets 3 attacks. These will hit on 4s. Sorry, 5s, right? Or no,
Yeah.
you're below starting strength, so I get +1 to hit, +1 minus
Okay.
1. So 2 hits.
Yeah.
Anti-infantry 3+.
Ooh.
2 wounds, devastating wounds, so
Oh.
it just kills a guy.
Yeah. Wow. Man, has been a really good gun.
Yeah, even just killing like Terminator, like it's precision, but like even if you're just killing hard infantry targets,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like he's a 60-point dude who's
Yeah.
probably killed
killing
4
40-point models. Just,
yeah.
just like it ain't no thing.
Okay, so then the rest of his squad, there's 5 guys, one of which has a grenade launcher with 5 shots, and then there's 4 regular dudes, 2, 3, 4. These will hit on 4s, +1 minus 1. No rerolls.
No
though.
rerolls? Okay.
Yep. And then wound you on 5s. 2 wounds, no AP.
2 ups. Saved.
Okay. The Krutax Rider cannot shoot. The Pathfinders will shoot at the... Sorry, these are strength 10, right?
Toughness 9.
Toughness 9 on the vehicles?
Yeah.
Toughness 9. Okay. Pathfinders will take a shot at the flesh mower.
Okay.
The 1 rail rifle. Here we go. He misses.
Oh no. Okay.
The carbine. 1 hit. It doesn't wound. The drone. 1
5s,
hit.
right? Yep.
Yeah, 1 hit. 1 wound.
Or actually 6s in this case because -1.
Right,
Oh no, he's not
right.
-1. I'm sorry. Yeah. Saved.
And then gun drones. 1 hit. And this one's twin linked. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm going to oh shoot. Everyone who has the grenades keyword has actually, you know what? This unit hasn't shot yet, so they're gonna spend for grenades to throw grenades at the Terminators.
Probably the best stratagem in the game.
I know.
I think. Yeah.
And the crude army relies on it a lot.
Oh yeah.
Because you're like, oh, I don't have anything to crack hard targets. AP1's my best.
Yeah,
the
and
best
then
I
it
can
sets
do.
up. It has synergy with a lot of other stuff
Yeah,
too.
so 4 mortal wounds.
Yeah, that's just gonna kill a guy and put 1 on
Put a
2
guy in a
wounds.
wound. All right, then the rest of the squad will shoot him. There's 3,
that's-
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guys with guns, one of which is a grenade, 2 of which are grenade launchers. So 8, 6, 7, 8, and then, sorry, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then these will hit you on 4s, because +1 minus 1.
No rerolls.
No
Or-
rerolls.
okay.
No sustained. And then now you're below half strength,
Mhm.
but So I'm going to wound you on 4s. And these are no AP though.
Okay, well, I do need to make a lot of 2-up saves. I do have 2 wounds.
2 wounds remaining.
Hey, he's good.
He's good. Okay, cool. I think the Skyray shot. These guys can't shoot. I think I did it. I think I shot with all my boys. All my boys. I'm gonna go ahead and charge some things. I would love to get rid of this flush mower, but I can't seem to hit the broadside of a barn. It's dodging and weaving.
Yeah.
But I really don't want to charge it and fight it.
No.
So I'm gonna try this here.
Yeah.
These Kroot have a 7-inch charge into your last remaining Terminator. So they'll go
They
in.
got it.
The 9. 9. And I'm going to try to not bring in the the other vehicle here. Okay, and then I think I did the clever thing where I moved models in such a way that these other guys can't get into base to base, which will leave me room for my other carnivore unit to get in. I'm learning to play a melee army, guys. I'm learning the tricks.
Melee 101. For
Okay,
Tau.
so now I will
Yeah, for Tau.
charge with the other carnivore unit,
Hey.
also a 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Were they also going into the?
Also the
Blight
one,
Hauler?
the one guy. No, the one guy.
Oh,
here.
okay. So they have to stop short of the Blight Hauler.
Yeah, I put the die here so
Just to
his
block
wound
yourself,
die, so I wouldn't be tempted to get too close. All right, and I'd love to get An-Shi in there. How far can he get? He can go like to there. But the rest of these guys will. It doesn't look like. Can I be in base to base with a model in another unit, John?
Another one of your own units?
Yeah.
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 So if I'm base to base with a model that's in base to base, but the thing I'm
Oh,
You can't fight
no.
through them though.
No,
can't
yeah, you
fight
can only
through
fight through your own unit. Yeah.
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 Gotcha. All right, well then An-Shi will not get in. Not got the range. Unless I want to tag into this guy, then I possibly could. And
Yeah.
he's kind of wimpy in combat, right?
Yeah, you would. I mean, you would have to declare it before you rolled the dice.
No, sorry. With
Oh, you
my
can pile
pilot,
in.
with
You can
my
pile in. Yeah,
pilot.
yeah, totally. Yeah.
Okay. I think I probably will do that.
Yep. Oh, right, because 3 inches is all you need to get An-Shi into the. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do that. So I'll activate this unit first, and they will kind of come around here and then be in base to base. That, and then An-Shi will get into base to base with a model that's in base to base of the Terminator. Because I sort of feel like for all of these, however many Kroot I have here, none of them are going to actually do anything to this one Terminator.
But
He's
An-Shi-
gonna
It's
roll-
not enough Kroot.
It's
just going to roll 6 2
It's,
two
a,
up
it's an
saves.
honor kill for An-Shi, yeah.
And then he's like, he's already killed a character over there, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's activate him first. He's got he's got 6 attacks. He's gonna choose devastating wounds again as his fighting style. He will hit you on 3s.
Yep. Don't think there's anything I can do here. I just
He
gotta hope you
has-
don't roll 6s.
Critical hits on 5s because of the flesh shaper and sustained.
Yep.
And then now devastating wounds. Otherwise, it's a strength 5 with AP 1.
There you go. You just needed 1, right?
Two.
only
He's
have
only got
2 wounds left? Yep.
2 damage though. But your guy,
He had 2 wounds
he
left.
has 2 wounds left.
Yep.
That's right.
You did.
Stabbed through the heart.
Takes us, yeah.
All right.
His maggoty heart.
And the rest of those guys are probably going to go into the Terminator also. So they'll whiff.
Okay.
All right. Then the next unit is not engaged. Right? They're not engaged, so they don't get to
Yep.
fight. Right? Or no,
You can pile
they
in
can
and
pile
fight.
in and fight.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that. So these guys will pile in here. So I've got 4, 5, 6 normal guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are hitting on, you're below starting strength, so
Yep.
hitting on 2s. And these are strength 4, so winning you on 6s.
Yep.
Nothing.
All right, nothing.
And then the Shaper, he hits on 2s. He wounds on 5s because he's a little bit higher strength. Cool. And then you will activate,
Yeah, I get to activate the Plague Marines.
Plague Marines before I get to activate my dinosaur.
Yep. So we've got, we'll do the Bubonic Weapons first. I think I pulled 1, so there's only 1 guy left with those. So he is hitting on 3s with lethal hits. It's 1 lethal. And then it's strength 5, so I assume 5s.
He's T8.
Yeah, so it would be 5. So just the 1 lethal hit.
Okay.
-2.
Looking for a 6.
1
Nope.
damage.
1 damage. All right,
And
he
then
has
we
10
have-
wounds. He's down to 9.
9 attacks. With the heavy plague weapons, this is hitting on 4s. Oh gosh, again.
Oh, wow.
Rough.
Lethal, though?
Yeah, lethal, that was a 6, yeah.
Yep.
So 1 lethal, and then strength 8. So 1 more wound.
more, yeah.
Yep, -2.
Looking for 6s.
All right, 2 damage.
2 damage. Okay. He's down to 7 wounds remaining. He'll roll 4 dice at you. He'll hit you on. You're not below any. You haven't lost a guy yet, have you?
I've lost 1.
You've lost 1. All right, then these will hit on 2s
Mm-hmm.
and wound you on 3s. Red 1, AP 1 for 3 damage.
Okay, so it'll be 4 up saves. Hey, saved them both.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. And you've got a blight hole.
Whew, I do. He's got 4 attacks.
Who are you going into? The
Oh, I'm sorry.
War Shapers unit or
Yeah,
these guys have
the,
a feel no pain.
the smaller,
The
yeah, the smaller
squad does
unit.
not. Okay.
I mean, only 1 hit again.
Okay.
Strength 6, your toughness 2, say wounds -2
6 up.
or -1 either way.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That is it for my turn. I didn't do any actions or score any points. So I think we're going into the top of 5, Brad.
Woo!
Gain a command point.
Yeah, I'm.
You got a command point?
Yeah, I'm hanging on by my fingernails here. So.
I'm assuming you're trying to inject other things with the viruses. but,
Yes.
I don't honestly know what units are capable of doing that.
Yeah. This is challenging. But we are turn 5, this last turn.
Turn 5, yeah.
So-
Make a play if
Yeah.
you've got one.
Yeah. I think I just need to prevent you from trying to do stuff if I can. Whatever that might be.
Yeah.
I know you're going for that guy.
Yeah.
So I think I just need to stop that however I can.
Okay.
So, bloat drone.
Yeah, vehicles can shoot out of combat now, right?
Yes.
Just not with blast. Or no, they can't shoot into
They
their own
can-
combat with blast.
They can shoot out with blast.
Out with blast.
Yeah, there's no restrictions on shooting out. Yeah, I just
Yep.
need to get them just tucked right there.
Yep. Like it.
And yeah, so he'll just,
Oh, and he can charge too. Right?
yes.
Yeah.
So the Blight Hauler is just going to happily sit in combat. And in the Plague Marines, falling back doesn't really accomplish anything because then they just can't do anything. I don't have any fallback shenanigans. So I feel like they're kind of out of the fight.
Okay.
Though they could body block a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually maybe.
I'm going to overwatch you here
Yeah.
before you get
Go
too
ahead and
far.
go ahead and do that. Yeah.
Because that is terrifying.
That could be a big deal
Yeah.
if you can take this guy out.
4 more red. Actually, the color of the dice doesn't matter because everything hits on 6s.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And the fact that you have taken 1 wound means that I don't reroll everything. I just reroll 1s.
Number 1. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
good.
Got
Two more.
a few more 6s. Okay, cool. These are strength 7 against your T9, right?
Yep.
So I'm looking for 5s here.
Just the one.
Just the one, AP 1, 2 damage.
All right, 4 up save. Saved.
Okay.
It's worth a shot.
Yep. Sure was.
The Plague Marines. They're not going to kill the Narlock, so staying in combat's also not worth doing anything. Yeah, they're going to... Could you follow them back?
Yeah.
Just into the trees?
Into the trees.
Just head them straight that direction. Just kind of form a wall there.
Okay, nice.
And that's it. That's I only got 3 units on the board.
Okay.
So we go right into charges.
Yep.
So the bullet drone's going to go into the fire knives.
Okay.
Yep. Boom.
Yeah,
And
why don't
put
you
'em-
move in?
Yeah, I'm going to put them like right
You
here.
can tag all the things.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Right there.
All right.
And oh, I'm sorry, I skipped over the shooting phase. I did have shooting to do. I needed.
Oh,
I was going to shoot the blight hauler into the fire knives.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
So that will be multi-melta.
-1 to hit, right?
Yeah, -1 to hit. Pretty sure. So 4s.
Okay.
Nope. Missile launcher. Yes.
Pew.
Strength 8.
Yep.
Your T. You're in
5.
contingent range now, so -1. So it'd be,
Oh, 4.
it'd be 2s to wound.
Okay.
Minus crack missile is -2. -2.
Okay. I fail it.
D6. You do have a guy on 3
I
wounds.
do have a wound. A guy with 2
Can
wounds
I kill a
remaining.
guy? No. I'm gonna command point that.
Okay.
I need
Okay.
I need to be removing models.
Okay. You got it. He had.
Oh, you had 2
he has
wounds left?
2 wounds
Oh,
remaining.
okay.
I
That's
think
right.
he'd
I'd done
taken
3 damage. That's right.
3 damage.
That's right. Okay.
Okay.
And he's also got a spit. Biosperks.
Got it.
On 4s.
-1 though, right?
Yeah. That's 4s after the -1.
Got it.
And then strength is 5 and your toughness
4.
less 4, yeah. So there you go. -2.
-2.
I'm sorry, no minus at all.
All right, they save.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so now that you've shot him, how would you like to position this guy when you charge?
Yeah, it's a good. Oh, right, because you've only got your commander
I've
down
only
there.
got the commander. Yeah.
I think I want to.
I don't know how the rules work for, like when I make my consolidate move, do I get to go 3 inches horizontal and then drop down?
You still. Well, that's a good question, actually. Does consolidate still follow the normal fly?
You still have to count all the measurement.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to, I can't
can't get all the
consolidate
way
down
down.
off the pillar.
Yeah,
No.
not from 5 inches up. Yeah, I think I want to put him there.
Okay.
Just bottles this up. From
Yeah,
these
totally.
Guys. Yep. Okay, we got 10 attacks with some flesh mowers.
Yep.
No minuses here. 3s. All right. There's 1 lethal,
Okay.
and then strength is 7. So it's going to be your normal, your native toughness 4.
Native T5.
Okay, yeah. So it's still going to be 3s.
Okay.
There you go. -1.
I take 2 damage, or I take 2 wounds, which goes to is 4
4
damage,
damage, yeah.
right? There's the guy on 1. Okay.
That's my charging fight.
So I'll fight you here.
If they're based, they're
Yeah, they
locked,
can't.
right?
They can't move.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. So they. Yeah, there's not room to get another guy in there. This guy could wrap around, I guess.
Yeah,
that's
the guys who aren't based can move, and they can move through guys.
So he'll wrap around there. Wrap around there, and then Anshi can get in.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
with his murder glaive.
Yeah. Okay, that is them. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 normal guys in both and the shaper and on-she. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I'll do. No, it doesn't matter. I'll hack it simultaneously. So here's the carnivores hitting on 2s. The 5s are crits
exploding. Yep.
and are sustained. And then these are strength 4s, so
Sixes.
6s. Yeah.
Oh, good. So
It's
6s.
like 4.
All right. No run or no AP.
No AP.
3
Yeah.
ups. One goes through.
Okay, 1 damage.
Takes it 1 damage. So he's down to 7 wins.
Then here's the Flesh Shaper. He hits 3 times. He's strength 5, so he wins on 5s, but he's twin linked. So 2 wounds, AP 1 for 1 damage.
4 ups. Save 1. So 1 damage. Down
All
to
right,
6.
and then here's on She. He's going to do. You're a 3-up save, right?
Yes.
So he's going to do a different fighting style this time. He's going to do sustained hits 2 in melee.
Oh, okay.
So hitting on 3s. Unfortunate that I
No
didn't get any criticals. Here we go, wounding on 5s. Devastating would have been nice, huh?
Yeah.
But I got 3 wounds, AP 1, 2 damage.
All right, so 4s. I mean, you still could do it here. You almost do it. Takes 4 damage.
All right. And then your activation.
All right, so I will bite at the smaller unit hasn't activated yet, right?
Correct, yeah.
So I'll bite at those guys. 3s, 2 hits, and it's going to be 2s to wound because I'm strength. You're toughness 2.
Okay.
Still just the 1 wound.
6 up.
Do munch a guy.
Guy gets munched.
It's sort of like Hollywood style, like he's getting dragged into the the munching maw.
So then I've got 4 normal guys and the War Shaper. Here's the normal guys. Hitting you on 2s. And then now you're below half strength. Yep. So I will wound you on 5s. 2 wounds.
Okay. Let's go do it. I need to make at least 1 3-up save. Come on. Oh, down to 1
Alright,
wound.
he's on 1 wound, and then I got the War Shaper.
Oh boy.
He hits on 2s, and he is. Sorry, this is a new turn, right? Yeah.
Yes. Oh, for using.
He
a
could
CP
use his
for
free strat. Yeah. I probably should have done the extra AP and activated them first, but I wasn't thinking. Here we go. I'm not going to do it here.
Okay.
Let's see 5s. 1 wound,
One.
no AP.
That's all you need. 1
3
3-up
up
save.
saves are great until they're not.
Hoop.
Oh,
Oh,
makes
just
it.
barely.
All right.
Whew. Okay.
Yeah, that would be great if that was all freed up going into my turn, right?
Yeah, hanging on by chinny chin chin here. So yeah, I've just kind of bottled you up, and there's no scoring to do.
You have.
So we're down to the bottom of 5, right?
Yeah, bottom of
And
5.
Last turn of the game.
We're both going to get
Cow
a
turn
command
5.
point. I don't know. You kind of ruined my plan here. I'll tell you what it was in a second after we wrap things up. But this was a super smart move. I'm going to spend a CP on the. Or I'm gonna do the fallback shoot and charge ability on the.
The bigger unit or the smaller one?
On the. Oh man. Let me read my dossier. I don't think I have a way to pull it out, but Dark Strider units, non-vehicle units, and then that one has to be character. Okay. Oh, actually, this action has to be non-vehicle, so the Crisis couldn't even have done it.
Oh gosh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I will fallback shoot and charge with with the Warshapers unit.
Okay.
So he's gonna go here. That will make him eligible to shoot, so he can, in the shooting phase, do an action. Oh no, you can't action if you fell back. Like just straight up, you cannot.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah,
So even if you have a fallback and
even
shoot,
if you're
you can't?
eligible to shoot.
Yeah, that was a patch, right? That was an errata, I think. Because it was super ambiguous. Because some people had some army rules that like kind of gamed it a little bit, if I remember correctly.
I think
That makes sense.
Oh my gosh, I think I messed it up. Is there anything I can do here? I could kill this guy, but I'm not within 3 to action, even if I killed him in the shooting phase. Yeah, if I'd strung these guys out a little more, I might have been able to. So I'm just going to go for glory points at this point.
Just
Yeah.
purge the unclean.
I'll set myself up for if there were 6 turns in this game, what I would do. All right. Skyray will come over here. Pathfinders will stand still. Narlock is going to turn to face. Krutox Rider. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's do it. So I'm going to stand and shoot. Big guns never tire with the fire knives. And I've lost a model. So I'm down a guy. And I'll guide with the Pathfinders. The Pathfinders probably need to move to see them. So they'll move over here. Okay, so shooting into not the Blight Hauler, the Bloat Drone.
The blood drone. Yep.
Okay. And these are -1, right?
Just because I'm in combat.
Because you're in combat. But I do
Rerolls?
reroll 1s to hit.
Oh, one's okay.
Yeah. And 2s miss. I'm +1, -1.
So the white 3s miss, right?
White 3s
Yeah.
miss. Yeah.
Okay.
And then rerolling 1s. Okay,
All right,
all
there
those
you
will
go.
hit. And then these are strength 7, so winning you on 5s.
Okay. So 5 total.
And these are AP 1, 2 damage.
All right. 4 ups. Okay.
2,
Drop 2, so 4 damage total.
Damage. All right, down to 5. And then, oh, you know what I've been forgetting is they have gun drones.
Oh yeah.
Not a lot of shots.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. It's 6s to hit now, right? Too.
twin linked. Yeah. Okay. Nothing. They get guided as well, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do. What's this? What's the verdict on grenades? Can I grenades a unit in melee?
I would say pretty sure no.
I'm pretty sure no. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Krutox will shoot this wounded guy here. The Blight Hauler.
Yep.
He's going to hit on 3s, and he's going to wound on 4s. 1 wound, AP 1, 2 damage.
All right. 4 up saves. Saved.
Okay. The Pathfinders will shoot at him as well. Here's the rail rifle. It moved, so it's hitting on a 5. And then strength 10, so when you go on a 3, no.
Oh.
That's fine. Skyray will shoot into the drone here. 2 hits. I'll reroll I'll reroll.
Yep.
No.
That's right. You get.
Yeah, I'll use that reroll. There. Nope, missed. 1 wound, AP 3.
Demon save.
Okay,
No.
D6 +1.
Oh. Oh,
That was I was shooting here.
yeah. So he's down to 2 wounds.
To 2 wounds, unless I want to CP.
Unless
that.
you want to CP it, yeah. You need a 4 up.
I'm not sure what that does for me, but sure, I'll CP it. New result. He's dead.
All right, he's dead. He does explode.
Oh, he does.
So,
Deadly demise.
yeah, it's going to cause a... I'm sorry, I have to roll.
Yeah. On a 6. I mean, it would be pretty crazy if you blowed up.
No, he deflates like a balloon.
Love an explosion.
Oh.
That'd actually be pretty, because we have a few 1 wound
Yeah,
things
we
here.
have a
That
lot
would've
of-
been
yeah.
pretty impactful.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I think actually the right play would have been to do all that before these guys shot, so that way they could shoot something else without
the
being
penalty?
in combat.
Yeah.
A lot of unforced errors here. All right. Let's go on to these breachers. I think just the Fireblade has a shot around the corner. I haven't done grenades yet. Oh no, we said grenades can't go into combat.
And just double check it can't.
Cannot. All right, here's the pulse rifle. Here's the pulse rifle. He hits on 3s.
Yep, no minuses here.
Are you on an objective? You're not.
Nope.
Strength 5, nothing. But then he has 2 gun drones. 1 hit, and this is twin linked. So 1 wound.
Yep, saved.
Okay. Then, oh, you know what? I shot the Pathfinder rail rifle, but I forgot the rest of his shots.
Oh, yeah.
Here's
Because you got drones and stuff, too.
2
right?
gun drones. Yeah. 2 hits and twin linked. 1 wound, no AP.
That's it.
Hey, he blows. Does he blow
Does
up?
he blow up? Oh. Hey. No.
All right.
Also deflates like a balloon. Like a giant gas bag.
All right. While satisfying, I'll charge you here, but
Yep.
I'm not sure that this impacts the game at all. Shall we call it?
Yeah, we can call it. That was a real
I thought that
brutal
there
game.
might have been something I could do here in the center, but all right. So I'll tell you what I was trying to do. So the mission has me. I have to turn on the power here with the power core, and then I have to load a message in the by doing an action on each of the 2 relay towers, and then I have to send the message by
Oh,
doing
yeah.
an action here
Yeah.
on the terminal. And so I sort of thought like, oh, if on turn 5 this unit could get here and start the action, and then this unit could come here and start the action, they would complete
Because the
at
action can
same-
also end at the end of the, yeah.
like
right.
they would complete at the same time. And the way it's worded is, I get points for however many when this is activated, when the control tower is activated, I get points for each of the communication relays where I had done an action previously. And so because I didn't activate this at the end, I don't get any points. I got 0. I got a failure.
Oh,
That was a failure.
wow. That's not how it didn't feel like a failure.
Well, it's all because I thought that I could. The reason I charged these guys in here
Right.
is because I was like, oh, I'll activate the strat to fall back, shoot, and charge, and then I'll just do the action here.
Yeah, but
But I completely
the
forgot
core
that
rules-
you
the core rules,
can't do an action
yeah,
when
get
you
in your
fall
way
back.
there.
Yeah. So I think in hindsight that was a mistake, but that was
yeah. Well,
Man.
mine was pretty simple in that I just needed to do the action on each
Okay.
of the points. And
Gotcha.
I was able to do it on 2.
on 2 of them.
Yeah.
So what does that give you?
So that gives me, it's got the word victory next to it.
Some level of victory. It's
That
not,
is a-
not a failure.
Oh, success. That is
It's
a minor
a
success.
minor success. All right.
Yes. So we got the communication network is a little sick.
Is a little sick,
Right now.
but we didn't even get to turn it on, so it doesn't matter.
It's got a weird cough.
Good game, Brad.
Yeah,
this
good
was
game.
super fun. Thanks for coming out and doing the Maelstrom Mixer narrative preview with us. Does anyone in chat have any other questions? No?
Did we get all
Hang
this?
Say-
on. I think we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just one last plug. If we're going to be doing, we're going to be live streaming the games at Maelstrom Mixer next weekend, and there's a couple painting classes. Tickets are We just had a drop, actually. So if you play Tau or Votan or Imperial Guard and want to play Maelstrom Mixer in San Jose, California, send me a DM on Discord or leave a message in the comments or get a hold of me by
Yeah, we got
carrier
a
pigeon.
week, right? Yeah.
We got a week.
Yeah.
And there are also tickets available for the Kill Team portion of the event. So if you're interested in playing Kill Team all weekend long, there's a completely separate track for Kill Team gamers to play 3 games a day on both days, which is all awesome. And even if you're not coming, we're doing, even if you don't want to play at all, there are painting classes that we're doing on Friday night and Saturday night, taught by Devin, who you will have seen on the Hobby Collab here before. He's teaching a class on power swords and on weathering, both of which he's a world-renowned expert on. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I think we did it. As we like to say around here, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, and always be creating. Have a good night, everyone.